Hey, baby. Oh my God. You're gonna be a star.
I'll be centered up soon.
She's gonna be a star.
A star, I'll tell you.
Hi.
This is
Did you have a good week?
I did have a good week. I was watching heist movies all week. I feel like I can rob a bank.
That's exactly how I feel when I watch my prison documentaries. I'm like, if I go in, like, I'm gonna be freaking ready.
You're gonna be here?
Yeah, that's exactly why I watch prison documentaries. Like, Greg's like, why are you watching this? And I look at him, I was like, because a bitch needs to be prepared.
Oh, here we go. All right, sweet. We look good.
Yeah?
All right, I think so. And there's the shot. Sweet. I think I got it. I'll scoot up Bobby. Bobby, can I? Bobby, can I?
Can hear Bobby. Oh my God, you're not even moving.
She's not.
You didn't even move, you little tiny.
She was like,
she's my Vienna sausage.
Not.
I love her, this dog.
She's just laying there like that.
She's just my best friend. And I'm glad that she's your best friend too.
She's a mother. She's had children.
She's a mother is right.
She's done
a
things
sister.
I've never
She's
done.
that song. I'm a bitch. I'm a mother.
Perfect.
I'm a child. I had brothers.
I don't think that's how it goes.
They've been for a dog, you know, because she is a bitch in this whole sense.
I don't know if she's had brothers.
She could have. She's one from many births.
She's a Yorkie Chihuahua from Hastings.
Hastings?
That's where she came from.
Oh my God, hi. I thought she came from Mariah.
Yeah, that's where out she lives.
No, I don't know. I don't know Mariah. Like, I know
nice.
Mariah, but I don't know her like that.
She's like, who wants this dog?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so glad you got her. She's perfect.
So
dog. Shout out, she got me.
Okay.
Blah.
Sorry. We're just talking dog at the beginning of this. Who's in Kazu? What's up? All right, we got a couple of people, or one person in. How we doing?
Yay.
Talking heist movies this week.
I actually don't watch that many heist movies, so I had to watch a few movies I'd never seen before this week.
I feel like an adult when I watch heist movies.
What?
Like clever.
Ooh.
Like,
it's because it's never something I ever think of. I'm not a person to steal. Like, I'll never be like, ooh, I need this so bad I have to steal it for myself. So, like, I never understand, like, heist movies. Like, they're all really brilliant to me. Like, oh, that's how they do it. Mm-hmm. But, like, and they always have, like, a set of skills. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those unbelievable kinds of, like, Marvel type films to me. Just because I don't think people...
Well, heistmen are real superheroes, I guess. Like, they're people who use their, like, human skills, like human superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of the movies on my list that have a crew. And all of them are a piece in this puzzle to get the heist job done. As, like, the common theme amongst...
There's always a twist.
Yeah, there's always, like, something that's in plain sight that you kind of see. Like, and I'm like, oh... That's cool. But I don't know, that's the pattern of all these heist movies that I've seen tonight. So it's just kind of like, okay, let's go. Alex is here. Say hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Allie. She's here. Starlight Bump, 85. Somebody just put that down, like, how do you have your name as your Gmail?
Is me.
It was you, right?
Is me. Like, I was there when Gmail was created.
I remember that, when we switched from Yahoo to Gmail Mail.
We had Earthlink.
Earthlink.
Do you remember Web TV?
Yes. Do you want to hear
Goofy Girl 88 at webtv.com.
Want to hear a really, like, funny story about Web TV?
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't have internet growing up, but we had Web TV, and then we had internet. So one night, I'm just trying to be in a chat room, just trying to say hi, right? But I couldn't make my own name because I didn't have an email. So I just went under Dad's name. And I'm talking to girls my age. And then they're like, ew, it says you're 40-something years old. Ew. And then they would just, like, keep hanging up. Like, not hanging up, but, like, and I'm like, what's going on?
Leaves the chat.
Yeah. And I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh. Like, I could have got my father in some serious
You
trouble. I was not talking anything terrible, but I was just trying to make friends.
Yeah, you seem like creepy dad. If God forbid dad ever goes and tries to be president, they're gonna pull up these old web TV chats, being like,
how many men, innocent men there are? No, really, it was very innocent. I was just trying to make friends.
I was like 10 years old, and I'm like chatting in the internet with like the family behind me, and I typed ASL because that's how you were safe back then. Age, sex, location.
You want to know what you are?
This person was like, male, 58, Florida. And I was like, Goofy Girl 88 leaves the chat. Because I like Goofy, and I'm a girl, and I'm from 88.
Why was he?
Shauna, I don't know, and I don't want to ever know.
No, we don't need to know.
Exactly.
We don't need to talk to you.
So heists.
So, heist movies. Yes, heist. No, I had so many movies I watched this week. I was like up late at night. There was one that was stuck on my mind last week that I was like,
2, 3,
oh, it's this guy, and they build
4.
a thing, and they do the thing. I don't know if you remember me being stuck on that last week at all. Do you
Which
remember?
one? Say it again.
When I said there was like this movie and I couldn't remember the name, and it was with Denzel Washington and I think somebody else, and they built this thing. You don't remember?
No, I don't.
All right, well, I found it. It was actually Inside Man with Denzel Washington, Jodie Foster, and Clive Owen. 2006.
Sounds like it.
Height of Clive Owen.
Absolutely.
Spike Lee joint.
Oh.
I didn't know it was by
Tell
Spike
me
Lee.
about it. Start it. Go ahead. Start it already.
Okay, so this heist movie, Inside Man, if you're just joining the chat, guys, we're talking about heist movies this week. And my first one, the one from last chat that I couldn't name, was called Inside Man, and it has Denzel Washington. Clive Owen is the bank robber.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel is the detective. I had to write down his name because I always butcher it. Chiwetel? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Anyways, it's Denzel, and this actor, he's a British actor. He's been in a million things. If I brought it up, you'd be like, oh, crap, I know exactly what you're talking about. William Dafoe's in it. Spike Lee, typical New York. William Dafoe, Christian Plummer's in it as well. Jodie Foster's in it. Am I losing you right now? I'm trying to think of all of it. Sorry. But anyways, so the story starts with basically this bank robbery happening, and this old guy owns this bank in Manhattan. He's like really, really rich, and he finds out that his bank is being robbed, burgled, and he's like, oh shit, I have something in that bank.
What's in there?
Destroy my whole empire. So like Jodie Foster is hired, like the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I make problems go away.
yeah. So
I'm sorry. I make problems go away.
Yeah, pretty much. But she's like really sexy and corpo in it.
Oh.
Like very like demure and what is shut up.
I'm gonna smack you for saying that word. Jeez
It
Louise.
makes me feel so good because it trolls everyone. They
It
get so
does.
pissed.
I got triggered right now
The
for no
reaction
freaking
is
reason.
perfect. Reaction's perfect.
You
Anyways,
whip.
So Inside Man, why it was dope is because it was a Robin Hood type movie that I think Spike Lee was bringing at. There was really cool camera angles
Ooh.
that came about this. There was a person shot in the bank because they took hostages. They took like 30, 40, 50 hostages. This is what's cool about that, though. Clive Owen goes in. They all look like painters. They lock all the doors. There's like 30 to 100 people in there just banking. It's 2006. We're still using banks at the time because not everybody has a phone to do what we do now,
Yeah.
right? So, and not everybody has a cell phone.
No,
There's
I
like
didn't.
one or two
no, I
ladies.
had no.
Yeah, so they go in, they lock everybody up, lock them down, but they make them all strip and wear the same thing. The same thing as the robbers.
Yeah.
So nobody could differentiate.
Absolutely.
Who's
Sort of like
Robert?
V for Vendetta. I get you.
Yeah, exactly like that. So
Yeah.
he has, the guy who's the criminal has a plan from the beginning. You could tell he mapped out every last thing. He knew the cops what they're going to do. He knew their playbook. Like, all of this had a crescendo at the end, and it all had to do with that old guy, what he had in this safety security box. Have you seen this movie?
No, I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never seen
I don't
it.
want to ruin it. It's pretty dang filthy,
Yeah?
though. How the bank started, where the money came from to get this bank started. That secret
Is it a
in the
fetus?
box.
What's in there?
No, nothing horrible like that. But yeah, no, might as well be as bad as that. It is as bad as that, to make your money off the dead. So that was in that box. Denzel Washington plays this detective, and it's his first break or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And Clive Owen plays the perfect criminal, just kind of like a chess player. He has a lot of like cool
he's 3 steps
sayings.
ahead.
Yes, absolutely. And the way he was able to get away with it is the cops couldn't tell who was the bank robber because he let them all out. Who was the bank robber and so they're literally through the movie interviewing each person as the story's going on. It doesn't have a linear timeline.
Okay.
This movie is just kind of compartmentalized a little bit.
Pulp Fiction-y.
Yes, little bit. And then, by the end you figure out what's all going on. And
Yeah.
I don't want to say, I don't know. It's like very cool, but Clive Owen does kind of like get away scot-free.
1 out of 10, what would you give it?
I give it an 8.
Whoa, it was good. That good.
Twist
You would
is
watch
good.
it again.
Jody's amazing in it.
Jodie Foster.
Everybody's good in it. And oh god, the way Denzel looks when the guy gets cacked in the bank. That scene alone, you know, when you feel like your soul's leaving your body, where you have to get somewhere because something tragic just happened. Have you ever felt that feeling before, where you feel like you're moving, you don't realize you're moving towards something even though it's danger because you got to help somebody? Do you understand that feeling?
I've never been put in that situation.
Spike Lee, they'll show you it in this movie. Yeah, he just kind of like Denzel reaction. He's just already up out of this trailer where they're all hunkered down trying to figure out this hostage situation in the bank, and he just gets up and beelines, but they have the point of view stuck on his face and it's like shaking, and he's just walking towards it. And I'm like, wow, this perspective's dope, Spike.
Yeah.
Wow, because a lot of his stuff, a little too literal for me. A lot of the like cops were like Italian and hey, forget about it kind of guy. And I'm like, a lot of his stuff's like stereotypical because that's how Spike grew up. Like everybody had like an accent per.
You know, I'm going to say, I don't think I've ever seen a Spike Lee film.
Really?
I'm looking back and...
Not one.
Look at
Mr.
that.
New York. Absolutely.
No. Yeah, Inside Man 2006 right there.
Oh, my Kim's on. Hi, Kim. Thundercat.
Yeah, duh.
She's good people. We got 2 viewers. Kim.
Hi. Yeah, this guy loves Michael Jackson. Shauna, I've never seen a Spike Lee film.
Never.
Mm-hmm. Not even Malcolm X, bro.
No?
No.
Well.
Nope.
That's okay.
I guess so. Is it? I do want to see all kinds of movies.
I would say start with this one. William Dafoe's in it. He's really cool. He kind of reminds me of Boondock Saints cop a little bit in it, but not as gay.
Yeah, that guy was flaming.
Kind of feels that he's not screaming in it. I don't know. He's pretty good in it. I don't know. Inside Man. I liked it a lot. That was my first one of the week. That's the first one I watched. I was like, Kim, watch it with me. She's like,
Is Denzel...
Denzel's good in it.
But to say, like, is he like the typical, like... He's like, have you ever seen The Bone Collector?
He's more of a Casanova, actually,
in
in this one, because he's got this girl, and she's really pretty. It's his fiance, and that's part of the banter between him and the bank robber, you know, because he's a negotiation expert in it.
Yeah, so this whole movie is them, like, interviewing all of these people.
Yeah, and with that detective I told you about, Chiwetel. Can't remember his last name. But he was in there, and he friggin', I don't know, man, like, there was just, like, this banter, and then there's this 300 vibe, that, like, filter that was over a lot of things. It was kind of weird. It was, like, kind of like...
Who directed this movie?
Spike Lee.
Oh, that's right.
Spike Lee was... He was 2006.
I have nothing to refer to him about, because I've never seen a movie of his.
Everybody in it did good. Everybody did good. There wasn't...
So Jodie Foster is like this sexy character. Denzel's like this
She's
sexy
believable.
character. Clive Owen is a sexy character.
No, he's a Robin Hood.
You said he's chess
Robin
playing
Hood.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, he's Robin from the rich to feed the poor. Like, or maybe Robin from the rich to give back to what was rich. I don't know.
Is Robin Hood a heist movie?
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know. He just keeps robbing banks. I mean, if Point Break is a heist movie, then Robin Hood's a heist movie.
Point Break is not a heist movie, not a Robin Hood movie. No way. No way, no way, no way.
They rob from the rich and they're poor, and then
they're
go around
poor. They don't give it to the poor.
Oh my
They're greedy. They're trying to fund their endless summer. Do you want to segue into Point Break?
Oh my God, Point Break. I have a lot to say.
I wrote quotes down.
All right, have you seen Point Break?
Have you seen? So this is gonna be my second time watching Point Break. I'd ever seen it before. I've seen it once with Greg, and I was literally making fun of it the whole time. I was just like, "This is god dang ridiculous." So this last time when I watched it, which was yesterday, I gave it like a serious watch. I sat down, didn't make fun of it when I should have the entire time because
I was like, there were parts I was like, what? And then I was confused, and then we're gonna break it down. We gotta break it down. So the names are just so stereotypical. The saying, I don't know. Was this the first one to do this, and everything broke off from here? So should we make fun of it? So I don't know.
So it's Keanu Reeves, Gary Busey,
after the motorcycle accident,
Lori Petty. Patrick frickin' Swayze. Anthony Kiedis is in it for a little bit.
A little tiny bit.
And a bunch of other like actors you've seen in C roles.
Do you think River Phoenix was supposed to be in it?
Absolutely. He was supposed to be his little brother or whatever, Gromit or Roach or whatever their names were. Yeah, dude. He was definitely supposed to be in it. What year did he die? Because isn't Keanu his best friend
91?
also?
91?
I want to say 91. And when did this movie come out?
91?
Yeah, bruh. River Phoenix.
If you don't know who River Phoenix is...
He died in 93 and on.
Wow.
But look at his look. He totally is supposed to be in it.
He is in it. I'm not an idiot. He is in it.
No, he's not. I looked up the filmography, bro. He's definitely not in it. His last movie is this one called My Own.
It's okay.
Because it's a guy named Gromit.
Yeah, I thought that was
I was like, is that River Phoenix? And I looked it up not 3 hours ago.
Kim and I. Both Kim and I.
Okay, so we got hot shot Keanu Reeves, who doesn't miss a shot. He's John freaking Wick.
Okay, they introduce you. He's John Wick in the movie. In the beginning, he's like pew, 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 pew.
Every single target, it's like dead center. Johnny Utah is right, bro.
Who wrote this?
Let's look it up.
I think I wrote. What else? It's just so. It's like an AI bot fucking made
I know, dude. Like this is such like a far-fetched story.
No, I said to Ken, if this was
Rick
made today,
King.
This needs to be remade.
It has been remade.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't freaking know. Nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. This person, whoever did this movie, did literally something called Hard Choices before, and dude, that's it. That's Rick King. We need to blame him for.
Who the hell is Rick King?
Dude, he wrote this one story, and then it has another writer who did Varsity Blues, Under Suspicion.
Is this like one of Patrick Swayze's friends?
Seriously.
So.
He did the screenplay for Patriot Games, but he also wrote the story Roller Boys. This was his one hit genre. He's cashing out on this. Every single dude loves this story, especially the surfer boys. They love the idea of an endless summer, Shauna. They're like, I wish there was more surfing in the movie, but that last wave that Bodie catches, wow, that he doesn't catch.
Okay, it just, the movie sets up everything. There's no mystery.
None. There's no thought to this
I
movie.
don't understand why Johnny Utah keeps hanging out with them after he screams, FBI, down, like 5
I don't
times.
understand that. I don't understand that. They come knocking. Ooh, we almost did it.
So
Yeah. They come knocking on the door like, hey, Johnny, come on.
Like, hey, and then he takes their pack that he packs for them when they go skydiving.
I know.
That was the perfect opportunity to kill Johnny Utah.
And they didn't. They like made it him think like he was. They're like, you don't want here. Take my pack.
They're not killers.
Shauna, they handed the same pack back to him.
Okay, can we also talk about the raid on the guys who they thought were the bank robbers? Okay, so there's a group of bank robbers. This is the heist in this movie. Okay, the heist is there. They literally
30 banks have been hit in 3 years by the same group of guys.
Los Angeles, same group. Yeah.
They're following this swell, and Gary Crazy Busey, sorry, he's like, they're surfers, Johnny.
I saw their tan lines.
I seen their tan lines. You're like, you're staring at their ass, Gary? Whose name is Papa's,
and then
also.
Keanu sees him on the beach. He sees the ass too, and he's like,
yeah, he's like,
they cracked the case by this butt crack twice. Like,
yeah.
It's like, what is
I
happening?
don't know, bro. Why did he continue to hang out with them? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so weird.
I don't really feel like surfing today, guys. And they're like, we're not doing that. We're not going to something to the... Yeah.
Get your stuff. We're leaving. It's like,
why are they both...
Where's his backup? This is the FBI. Okay, wait. Getting back to the raid.
Okay.
Remember the raid on what he thought the other bad surfers, the ones that beat him up, the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Tone.
That raid was a step below Waco. They went in just like
women, children. They were decimated.
Naked woman as a shield, like. Somehow she lived.
Yeah.
I saw bullets go through her. Suddenly she's up, and 2 minutes later, like,
yeah, like Adam
Not
still.
the girl who stabbed him, but this other chick at the end. I was confused. That whole raid, they're like down on the ground. Oh, look outside. They come out with they're like allowing them to build their weapons.
I
He's
know.
Watching, like
Shauna,
not saying anything, not sneaking around going, hey, I just saw them.
I know.
They got a whole arsenal back there.
They're a bunch of kooks. You know, that is surf jargon.
Kooks?
Yeah, it's the first time who doesn't know anything. You don't know anything about surfing, but you're trying too hard. You're a kook. You don't want to be a kook, Shauna. Straight up. You call Pat a kook to his face, and he might smack you.
We might.
Yeah, just so you know, bro.
Pat is no kook.
I know he's not, bruh.
All right, neither is children. They're surfers as well. They went to camp.
I know. They know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
They're so
Safety
cute.
first. They need to know what the waves are like. But yet this is a surfing bank robbery movie.
This is odd.
I was watching going, where's the heist? And then it's just Patrick Swayze.
Bodie is his name.
Bodie. He's like a guru. Like, yeah.
The surf guru. Shauna, this is what he says. Back off, War Child. He's with me.
Back off, War Child?
War Child is his surfer name, bro. My island name is Cooney. Like, no. He's
this
like...
reminds me of the South Park episode with the Hawaiian.
Yeah, Howley. Get out of here, Howley. Yeah.
Do you know how old Patrick Swayze was when he did this?
Stop. So if he was like 30 in Dirty Dancing, maybe 35 in Dirty Dancing, he was like 45 then.
No, he's younger. He got him a little higher. He smoked. It's hard.
Yeah.
39. Keanu was 27.
They look great.
Keanu looks like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like 20.
Lori Petty looked great. Everyone looked great in that movie.
I think she looked great.
You don't like her crazy hair? Her short hair is perfect for her because she's crazy.
The velvet dress look?
Yeah.
Killed it.
Killed it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch that?
You've seen it. You've seen it.
I don't know.
People have seen Point Break.
lawnmower. Can't. Oh, the lawnmower scene. That's what she's saying.
Tell me.
Do you don't remember when his face gets pushed
Oh,
into the
yeah.
lawnmower? Where's his backup? Again,
I know, Shauna.
Where's the Waco scene is what I'm calling it. I swear they raid this building. They're all wearing FBI like silk screen jackets.
Look at I put
That's their
Johnny
gear.
Utah.
I wrote that too. I think. Johnny Utah. Or I text you that Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah.
Like his name.
I was out at Quezon while you were crapping in your hands and smearing it on your face, is what Gary Busey says at one point. And he says, I've been in this force long enough while you were popping zits and jerking off to the Sears lingerie catalog. And then he gets caught.
I was in a POW camp when blah, 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 you were still in diapers, son. Like, okay.
Okay.
Shit, man,
I'm
that
sorry,
sucks.
you're old.
No, not
And
that you're old, but
Shauna,
you had to do that. That's terrible.
No, he's trying to say he's been doing this forever with the time.
But he does get to punch out his superior before he gets...
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he punches the dude, and then they go to the tarmac where he dies. Gary Busey. And then, this is what I don't get. Keanu's partner dies, because Gary Busey is his partner, okay?
Yeah.
He dies, terrible death. He's, like, holding him as he dies in his arms.
Papas!
Yeah, and so, like, Bodhi gets away. C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Bodhi finds him in Australia because Bodhi, in all his wisdom, tells him around a campfire during a certain scene about a 50-year storm that's about to come in Australia in a couple of years. Keanu knows this because he was, like, in their gang.
Yeah.
Why Keanu was allowed in the gang, I don't know. Oh, yeah, because he was the college quarterback. It gave him clout. Sorry, I forgot that. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But long story long.
Johnny Unitas is what they called him.
He literally goes to Australia, finds Bodhi.
Yeah, and throws his Ronald Reagan, because they wear president masks while they rob.
Rubber, and Bodhi wore Ronald Reagan. And it was crazy, the fucking flamethrower, and he gets caught, and he's running, and then the Shaun of the Dead scene is on what I laughed.
The hot fuzz.
The hot fuzz, yeah, where it's like, ah! And then you know all this.
Yeah, Nick Frost just shooting it out, dude.
He's like crying.
Yeah.
So that scene I see, I'm just dying laughing at it.
I always, he sees you, Keanu. He looked right into your eyes. Why are you continuing?
Close in on his eyes.
Yeah, why are you continuing to hang out with this gang?
Right after this scene, he's at, like, his girlfriend is, like, best friends with them. Lives in the same house as
She
them.
screwed him already.
And Keanu leaves his badge around, just haphazardly.
And she fires off 2 rounds right into his freaking
Wake Up
pillow.
Henry.
Like Karen Hill
Yeah.
on top of freaking, what's his name?
Henry Hill.
Henry. He's like, Karen, what are you doing? Like that, except she actually shoots. Tell me your parents are dead. Yeah. Are your parents even dead at least? He's like, they live in Columbus.
They live here.
They live in Columbus, Ohio.
He literally said that.
Yeah, just like that. And
This
she's
is
like,
a screenplay.
what?
Why did she always sound like that?
What? She still sounds like that. She's on Orange is the New Black as a really old lady on it.
Oh, how
Yeah. She plays a crazy person who is just pretending to be crazy just so people don't mess with her. And it's working out for her, but her hair is this freaking short, completely gray, glasses like mine, and she doesn't look good. She looks really rough. I don't know. You were cute in 91.
You can still be cute in 2024. I
How
was
many?
adorable in 91.
Yeah, Shauna in what, first grade?
That was terrible. I look like a microphone. I look like
You
my
look-
dog in the corner. That's how I looked.
You look
That's a
so
picture of me in first grade, actually.
You were so good.
If you didn't know. That's it.
This is true.
It's true. Well, yeah, we both watched Point Break. What other one do you have actually?
I watched one called The Score.
That's what you're gonna tell me about.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
It's I wrote everything down. I had to write things down because I'd never seen these movies before.
Before we move on, Point Break, what would you start at?
I'd give that movie a goddamn 5.
Yeah, for the entertainment value, I'm gonna give you 50%.
I like how they were actually skydiving.
5 hamburgers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know, whatever. We put up McDonald's ones. Yeah. They're like, come on, Johnny, use your arms and fly like an eagle. Literal line. They're all holding
badge in the end and throws it into the
Yeah,
ocean.
seriously.
That's
You
the
just
end.
tossed it away. I'm not a part of the FBI
And he has long
anymore.
hair then.
Yeah, because time has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Johnny, use your arms and fly like an eagle. And he's like, this is the
How long
best.
did that fucking jump scene last?
I know. I was like, how long are they falling for? I literally said that to Greg. I was like, this is the longest. Are they falling from space? Is Red Bull sponsoring this? What is this? And like, Patrick is like dainty as a freaking butterfly out there, dude. Because he's a dancer, bro. So he's just like, and like,
I was watching that going,
a
damn.
freaking god out there,
They look
dude.
like the fairies.
Yeah, where he goes into the fire. That's all I think I do.
It looks like one of those fairies that go in the fire.
Yeah, he was like freaking sweet out there.
You guys gotta watch just for that scene. Just look up skydiving.
Skydiving, Point Break.
Point Break.
91. Choose the 91.
Just focus on Patrick Swayze's daintiness and just tell us, does he look like one of those fairies that fly in the fire? And if you don't know fairy that flies
Sky
in the fire,
dancers. They were called sky dancers.
Google dancers goes into fire, and then from there go to the.
You'll
Patrick
continue
Swayze,
to laugh, I promise.
and you'll understand this whole bit right now.
Yeah.
So, but back to
The score. Okay, Robert De Niro, Edward Norton, and Marlon Brando, bro. I know Marlon Brando in a movie in 2001.
All we knew him as is like that. But like
Do you not
everybody
hear-
else knew him as a babe.
Yeah, Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro again together.
Streetcar Named Desire is where I was introduced to No,
Godfather.
Then Streetcar. When I saw him in Streetcar, I was like,
I've never seen Stanley Kowalski. I've never seen A Streetcar Named Desire.
yeah, it's
So,
Vivian Lee's a little crazy.
Yeah.
A little over the top.
I only know it from The Simpsons.
She's very over the top.
Blanche Dubois.
Some lines are hard to hear because she's too. But give it.
Okay.
We'll do one of those nights.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So, Robert De Niro, he owns a jazz club. He was a cat burglar, but he's gone straight now. Okay. He's got his wife, Angela Bassett. Like, she's a stewardess. They're living a clean life. And Marlon Brando's like, hey, I need you. I got a job if you're interested. And I got a kid who's going to work with you. And Edward Norton
Is the kid?
Okay,
how old is he in this? 2004?
It's 2001, so like Fight Club. Yeah.
Okay. Red Dragon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Edward Norton plays Special Jack. Simple Jack. He pretends he's got like
something going on.
So
Hand-cabled.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he ends up working for the customs vault in Canada. Inside this vault in Canada is this piano. And this piano, I guess, is set to be burnt because it means nothing. But inside the leg of this piano was hidden a scepter from like France. It is this scepter like this, gold, gaudy, gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, priceless.
Yeah.
And
my goodness.
yeah, so right before it's about to be burnt, Edward Norton, so he's got everyone wrapped around his finger because he plays the special needs kid. He's got his boombox with him. He is a janitor at this place, and the head janitor guy, he's this older dude. He's like, you come with me, Brian. Come on, you're a good boy. He just thinks he's like, he's got him wrapped around his finger. Real dangerous, you know? And everyone in there loves Brian. He's a nice kid. And he alerts everyone right before they burn the piano that, like, hey, there's something in there. And it gets put into the special vault, and that's where Robert De Niro comes in. He knows how to hack this, how to clip this, how to do this.
Skills.
Exactly.
The crew has to have skills for the heist. Okay.
And I don't want to tell you how it ends because, of course, there's like a twist.
Ooh, we love the twist.
Yeah, there's always a twist with these things. It's never so, like,
linear.
Clean.
Yeah.
You know? It's never like, loose your hand. We got a deal, right? It's sort of like there's always like someone's working some other angle.
You're not wrong.
Because greedy. Otherwise, why are we in this job if we're not greedy? If we needed money, we'd go get a regular job. But these people want money at Firehouse. Yeah, it was. You know who directed this movie? Frank Oz.
Oh shit! Really?
I know.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did he pass away?
Frank Oz is still alive, Shauna.
Am I thinking the same person?
Frank Oz is Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive, Shauna. Jim Henson died, not Frank Oz.
Thank you.
Yeah. The other puppeteer. I love puppets. I may have shouted this a billion times, but I love
that was gonna be
Muppets.
A thought for next time. I was like gonna go into which ones you want to do. And
they
one
don't
of those
know.
Is that.
Maybe a movie that doesn't take place like with people.
Yeah, like puppets. Like all puppets.
Animation.
Yeah, I was thinking like
stop motion.
Pan's Labyrinth type, never-ending story type.
Ooh, epic adventures.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord of the Rings.
Dude, you could do a whole. Everybody has.
Do you want me to cry? Because I'm just gonna cry if I talk about Lord of the Rings.
Isildur cast it into the fire. Tell me.
Destroy it.
Cast it into the fire. The score though. What would you score it?
I would give it.
Halle Berry's in it?
No, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I would give it an 8. I think also. Maybe a 7 because it's a longer movie and it's maybe like 2 hours long and it takes maybe like 30 minutes to get to the actual plot line because I was losing interest in the beginning real fast and Greg was like, you can turn it off, it's fine, you can turn it off. I'm like, no, I have to watch this. It's a different movie, I've never seen it, I gotta watch it.
You want to experience it.
Exactly.
That's how I felt going to all these movies. There's a lot of movies I'd never seen before. There's only 2 movies on my list I've watched many times. Everything else was first time. Inside Man, I've watched a couple times before, maybe once or twice.
There's a part in the score I forgot to tell you about. So they hire this hacker because there's these cameras pointing at it, and I guess there's a way to hack into these cameras. And they pay this guy, and this guy, he's almost there, and he gets super pissed off because someone blocks him and goes into his stuff and shows him like, hey, I'm in your stuff. And he like calls up Robert De Niro and Ed Norton. He's like, this stupid mother effer, this guy thinks he's smarter than me. He's like, no, like I'm gonna show him, like I'll show him, I'll get into his stuff. And he says that he can have our camera codes if you give him $50,000. So they meet up in a public park and he's got his money. He's like, you're gonna tell me the codes right now. He's like, what are you doing? He like goes to open and count the money. He's like, you don't count the money in public, bro. You don't count it. That's why I wanted to meet somewhere private. This is public. You got to keep that money in there, which we'll play later on into the movie. Yes, because you don't show a smoking gun in the first act without using it in the third act when it comes to movies, my friend.
Yes.
If someone has some random fact in the middle of a movie, what did I just watch? I just watched something called The Tomorrow War, and they had, for some reason, Chris Pratt is a teacher in this middle school or high school, and one of his students is like, knows everything about like volcanoes. And I'm like, why are they mentioning this? I'm like, Greg, that's going to play into the third act. And sure as crap, it does.
When they make it too obvious, that's bad.
Exactly. It's obvious.
Yeah.
But even if it's like, oh, this is my special pen, no one uses it. You're like, that pen's going to be super used.
There's some people who have finesse.
Yes.
Finesse in it. This next movie is that finesse. And I'll mention this scene in it, and maybe because you've watched it a billion times like me, a green car freshener, like a little, those green tree ones?
Yeah, yeah.
The car freshener.
The pine salt tree freshener, eh?
Yeah, you see it in this movie. And then you see it later on in the movie, and you're like, huh, that's why it was there.
Ocean's 11.
Yep. The SWAT car.
Mm-hmm.
The subtlety. It didn't mean anything. It's not a smoking gun. It's nothing but the small subtlety, like, I was
connects
looking.
it.
Yes, everything is connected in the movie. Ocean's 11 was dope.
Ocean's 11 is so good. I was just talking about
Start to end.
Brad Pitt with Greg, and I was like, Shauna loves Brad Pitt. Do you remember when I got you that cuff that says Mrs. Pitt?
Oh my God.
Remember back in the day, people had like Mrs. Kutcher, Mrs. Pitt, Mrs. Clooney stuff.
It was like
I bought it from Claire's for
Jennifer.
I bought it from Claire's for like $2 for you.
It's when we were obsessed with pop culture. We
Yeah.
still are.
Yeah, look at this.
I know. That's exactly what we're talking about. But yeah, Ocean's 11, start to finish.
Carl Reiner, right? He's the old man, right?
Yeah. I think I wrote everybody down. But the music is what makes this dope. I was going to put up something about the music, and
I don't like Julia Roberts being cast in it.
Why?
Because I don't think she's good enough to be...
Tess?
Yeah.
Who else do you think could have been at that time?
Catherine Zeta.
Who could light a candle to Clooney and Pitt?
Catherine Zeta.
Yeah, she could have done it. Was she pregnant at the time with all her babies?
I don't give a
Douglas?
damn. She was pregnant during Chicago. She was 4 months pregnant performing.
She might have been doing Chicago.
I don't care. I don't like her. I feel like Julia Roberts is sort of like a trashier version of Catherine Zeta.
What?
Yeah.
Julia's not.
I don't think she's like, when I look at her, I don't see like, oh, that's a classy lady. Like, I don't know.
I liked her as Tess.
Maybe I'm just Pretty Woman typecasting her.
So the gold dress she wears at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I had that prom dress. My prom dress was gold and sparkling and $20 from Charlotte Russe. I don't care who knows.
Yay.
My shoes cost more. But anyways, literally I was like, oh my God, it looks like Julia Roberts' dress from Ocean's 11. I gotta have this. There I was.
I love when the little Asian man gets stuck in the box and comes out and he goes, "Where the fuck you been?"
He didn't get stuck in the box. His hand
excuse me.
in the freaking thing.
That's my favorite. One of my favorites.
They lay everything out. They literally lay everything out at, what's his name? The Jewish dude's house. God,
Elliot Gold.
Elliot Gold's house. What do you guys got against whatever Benedict? Because his gaudy monster. You remember that shit. But anyways, what I love about it is just like that pace of like, we're settling it all out for you. We're showing the audience in this movie everything we're doing. We showed you everybody's like talent during it. And then on top of that, now we get to see like it play out. It was the perfect heist. It's the perfect heist movie. It's number one, I think, on the grossing of all time
heist movies.
Yeah, Ocean's 11.
Wow.
Ocean's 11 is like the award. It's like, can you think of a better heist movie?
No.
It's like Bernie Mac. Did you hear about this controversy of him being in this movie?
No.
If you look up Cedric the Entertainer, there is like him on podcasts complaining about him getting that part and not him. Like it was a big, like Don Cheadle got it. They were like in the black community. They were like Bernie Mac. Oh God. Yeah. I'm like, dude, he was making a crap ton of money for Fox with Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Selling out.
Wasn't that a Fox production?
Yeah, no, because
yeah,
dude. So it's like Cedric the Entertainer was part of Fox as well.
I don't give a dang. He may have had a show, Cedric the Entertainer show, but
after Bernie Mac.
Yeah, Bernie Mac was super relevant back then.
Bernie Mac's hilarious.
Super
He's so
funny.
Mean and just rude and just set in his ways. I don't know. He did really well in that role. The role's hilarious.
Is he not the Reverend in Friday?
He is.
Yeah, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. The Lord is my shepherd. He knows what I want.
He's so gross. I love him.
Whatever, Shauna. She allowed him.
It's pretty great. Pretty great. Ocean's 11, though, had it was a remake, right? From
Yeah.
So like that Rat Pack vibe, the beginning, the like this kind of bassy dun 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 dun, and it went throughout. And
Brad Pitt constantly eating. You know, he was just eating. Like, he was just eating, so they were filming him while he like was eating constantly. That's it.
That's it.
That's
all
it. It has nothing to do with like his character or anything. He was hungry.
How many lines does he have? Because he literally, there's a part where he's laying there like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then George Clooney is asking him.
Yeah, he's like, should I do this? Should we know more? Okay, we'll get one more. Mm-hmm. All right, fine.
And he's just blinking, looking at the TV, and then they go pick up Linus, who was Matt Damon's character.
Damon.
And he does a little pull. And it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, they're all like... And Danny Ocean, he like is nice to everyone. Even the guy that goes to beat him up. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, hey.
It's like, how's your mother?
That, like, Bruiser? I think his name's Bruiser. No, he's like, how's your wife?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
She's pregnant again. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, Bruiser after. He's like, oh, sorry.
So, oh, sorry, boss. And he's like a soft giant. Yeah.
Exactly. And he goes and picks him up. Andy Garcia is...
So good. I believe him to be that.
The elevator closing on him.
Mm-hmm.
The Bellagio, the fountains, her realizing, her walking.
Is it harps that are playing? Mm-hmm.
Like, she's just, like, walking away, like, I gotta find Danny. She's like, that's my husband. She does good.
See, whatever.
She does good. No, she did good. You can't take that.
Your man goes to prison. You find another rich man who owns the friggin' Bellagio. If you've ever been to Vegas. And then, oh, she's right about Danny the whole time. Oh, that's right, because he tapes him saying something like that. Would you bet Tess or something like that?
Yeah, he said, if I could get you your money back, would you give up Tess? What would you say to that? And her face is like, he's gonna say no. Like, she's so sure of it. And then, what does he say? Mm-hmm. I would say yes.
Yeah.
And she just sinks. And that's Julia. That looked good. Dude, that was good. She's good. Not Aaron Brockovich, though. Remember I told you that?
I know. Trashy
Julianne
woman.
Moore would have been better. Julianne Moore is Aaron Brockovich? Yeah. She was good at Amber Waves.
Even like Renee Zellweger at the time could have been her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's
you could replace
Claire
her.
Danes.
No, Claire Danes isn't. You had to have a sexy girl. Yeah, because she had to like use her tits to like get into like stuff, records.
Anne Drescher. Anne Fraser.
Fran Drescher.
Fran Drescher. She could have dressed like that. She could have dressed like that.
Mr. Fine.
Mr. Oh my God, where did it go? Didn't look it up.
Ah.
It's good.
Are we still on?
We're still on, I think. Yeah, we're good.
Good. I want to talk to you about stealing Harvard.
Stealing Harvard?
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Tom Green. I know.
Oh God.
Jason Lee stars in it. Tom Green is sort of like supporting. It has Leslie Mann is his girlfriend in it, who's quite prevalent in the movie. You have Dennis Farina, who's this guy with like you've seen him before. Oh, you've never seen Snatch. He's got like that mustache and he talks like this. He's like, I'll kill you. You sure I'll kill you like that, okay? He's got like gray hair and a mustache. He's old. Dennis Farina, look him up. Mm-hmm. So in this movie, Jason Lee, once he has $30,000 saved up with his girlfriend, they are going to buy a house and they're going to get married. They've got $30,000 and like $10, whatever. And they're like, oh my God, we can go buy a house now. Well, like the next day he goes and visits his sister, who's trailer freaking trash, Megan Mullally. She's like, oh, honey. And his girlfriend, her job is she makes gift baskets. Whatever. So he's like, hey, this is from my girlfriend, who they don't get along. They hate each other. She's like, oh, thanks. This one's beginning to stink up. And she uses the gift baskets as kitty litter boxes. And his niece comes in the room, super cute, about to go to college, And she's like, Megan Molly's like, I bet you're sorry about that promise you made her, huh? He's like, promise? And she's like, oh, good thing we taped it. And she pulls up a spelling bee. His niece misspells the word tarp. He's like, tarp? T-A-R-P? She's like, where were you 5 minutes ago? We needed you. And she's like, I'm never going to college. He's like in 2nd grade. He's like, this is a promise from your uncle. Like, you'll go to college if I have to pay for it. Then that's a promise from your uncle. Like, drilling it in. And she's like, hey, so about that. And she's like, I got into Harvard. And he's like, oh, okay. So you need some like money for like books or something? And she's like, just a little chunk. She's like, I got some scholarships and stuff. He's like, okay, so what do you need? She's like, $29,000 blah 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 dollars. And he's like, goes to the bathroom. He just starts hitting his head on the freaking wall.
God.
He goes home. Leslie Mann's like, I made an offer on the house. Money's gone, Shauna. Money's in limbo right now. Yeah. So he goes to his best friend, Tom Green. He's like, I need some help. I don't know how to get this money quick. And he's like, well, you can always bet on a dog. I heard a guy won a bunch of money doing it that way. Or let's go ask my uncle. They go to his uncle, and his uncle's like, you go bump off this grocery store. You go take all their lottery money. Because they keep it in a box underneath the cash register. And they go in there, and they got ski masks on. He's like, what do you want your name to be? He's like, I'm going to be Steve. I know a guy named Steve. He got like 3 girls pregnant. I'm going to be Steve. He's like, okay, good. I'm going to be Kyle. He goes, wait, I want to be Kyle. It's like Tom Green. I don't like Tom Green too much because he's too far over. So they go and they attempt. They fail. They fail. The guy's got a gun, and he ends up like trying to shoot them. Then they go to... God, I wrote it all down. I had to because it's so... They go... Oh, and then they go try it. So Tom Green's character, he's a landscaper. Landscape escape is his landscaping job. There's a rich house he does. Richard Jenkins, you know him as Doback from Step Brothers, the father, the dad in it.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a judge. He's super wealthy in this movie. Tom Green goes and he turns open a painting, and there's like a vault behind it that wasn't even locked. So they go back, and Jason Lee's in there. Tom Green's lookout, and what does he have? Richard Jenkins is behind him with a fucking gun, and he's like, "You're gonna have to put this on." He makes him dress up like a woman and spoon with him, and he takes a Polaroid of it. There's like a book of like Polaroids of different people who have broken into this house trying to steal this money. He's like, I'm not a sick man. I just lost my wife. He's like, whatever. And I forgot to tell you, Dennis Farina is his father-in-law, and he and his daughter have like too close of a relationship. They're like sharing ice cream cones and sitting together on carnival rides together while Jason Lee is like sitting with the doll. It's really freaking weird. And he owns his job. He owns like a...
What?
Yeah, there's so much going on in this movie. He owns like a disabled...
How is this a heist movie? I'm trying to get out.
I know. So they end up trying to steal the money from the dad. Because the dad has a bunch of money stashed somewhere in the office.
Okay.
And so he gets Leslie Mann, Tom Green, Jason Lee. They all go into this office.
Okay.
John C. McGinley, do you know who that? He's the cop on Point Break with the teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's the cop. He's a cop in this one also. He's always a cop because he looks like one. And he goes and he's like hot on their trail also because he's been following them since the gas station robbery and before they try to hit up a bank and that didn't work. So there's multiple heists they tried to, but they're never successful. And then they go and they try to steal from Dennis Farina, the dad, and even that's unsuccessful. So they go, and at the very end of the movie, he places a bet on a dog that was the longest shot ever, and that dog freaking wins. So they're able to pay for the schooling.
Greyhounds, man.
I know.
The Greyhounds. We love Greyhounds.
I know, bro. It was really... I love this movie also because it's so silly. Leslie Mann, Megan Mullally, Tom Green, I like when he supports. I don't like when he stars.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
You've ever seen Freddy Got Fingered?
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
There's like 3 parts in that whole movie where I'm dying laughing, and the rest of it, it's all cringe. Because you can't give Tom Green the reins. He can't say, here's some money, Tom Green, go make a movie.
He was just trying to do something different, and it just like was coming off as silly passe.
I am jacked the frick up right now.
With the PSL?
I had a pumpkin spice latte.
I had
and I added some caffeine to it, Shauna.
It's September. When in Rome.
It's September!
We got through like 5 movies in 10 minutes.
Oh. So, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to give a rating to Stealing Harvard, it's going to be a 9. No, that's too high. 8. No, it's still too high.
8?
Because, like, not everybody loves Stealing Harvard. No, because it's nostalgic for me. I saw it as a kid. My friend showed it to me. I showed it to Troy and Jenny. Troy and Jenny love it. My little siblings. Yeah, I'd give it 8.
An 8?
Yeah, I have it on DVD. You can borrow it now with your DVD player.
I found coaxial cables at Walmart in case I don't find any in my garage.
Wow.
So we're on this life. You have to like be wary of those splitters. I'm not going to do any HDMI into coaxial things. Those things are just odd. I was reading the back. I'm like,
is it
one
just
goes
not
into one, but not one goes into the other, and you have to be very careful. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, the splitters don't work." And anyways, I've been on a splitter journey alongside
splitters.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Bringing up that stuff, I believe that there is like always like a cop or some sort of guy who's hot on the trail of the criminal, right? There's always like that kind of structure when it comes to heist movies. There's a plan plays, stuff that happens in plain sight. We just talked about like the car tree thing. This next movie I watched, actually I never watched until recently, even though it's been out since like 90. When did the Thomas Crown Affair come out?
I've never seen it.
It's a remake of like 1956.
Sounds about right.
Pierce Brosnan is all his glories in it.
I have a Pierce Brosnan movie. How good. Okay, keep going.
Renee Russo's in it as well.
I never liked Renee Russo.
In Outbreak?
Yeah, that's the only time I like her.
Yeah, that's it. This one I was...
Not even a Thin Red Line with Clint Eastwood.
She's very sexy in this on purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was a clever movie. I liked it, how clever it was. There was things hiding in plain sight the whole time. The cops, there's somebody on the trail, there's a divine plan, there's a big plan in place.
Is there a twist?
Yes.
Of course there is.
There's twists. The execution of the plan, just like in Ocean's 11, you watched it in real time happen. I think that was the coolest part of the movie. They keep referencing, and you know it because of the Beatles, the bolo hat man with the apple in front of his face. You know that painting? They reference that painting a lot. There are disguises, because the Natural History Museum is where this takes place in New York, and they reference that during the heist scene. Like, there's multiples of those men walking around, so they're confused as to where Pierce Brosnan is. They suspect it's him. He's a billionaire, playboy type guy, and he's kind of bored, so he just does.
But to say, like, why are you so rich that you turn into Batman, but for yourself?
For kicks. He does it strictly for kicks, for trolls and lols. Yeah.
Oh my God, Becky.
And Renee Russo, okay, so this painting gets stolen. They show the way the painting gets stolen. The painting is insured. The insurer hires a private detective, or has a private detective on payroll, which is Renee Russo. She works closely with NYPD to recover this painting. What's his name's in it? Dennis Leary?
Yeah.
He's not... Okay, remember in Sandlot how he's like this calm guy and it's always weird? You're just like, I'm used to him screaming. That's what Kim said. I laughed. I go, dude, that's how it was in this one too. He's a calm dude. You know, Dennis Leary is usually this intense...
Yeah.
No, he's just kind of like a chill cop in it. Like, meh. He likes Rene Russo.
1999.
99. So, like, GoldenEye, Pierce Brosnan-ness.
You know who directed this movie?
Who?
John McTiernan. You will know him famously from Die Hard,
Yeah.
Predator,
Yeah.
Last Action Hero,
There we go.
and regrettably, Rollerball.
But you could see the action sequences.
Yeah.
Was,
so this is action-y, huh?
It's worth a look. Pierce Brosnan surprises everybody. I like the way that I can't tell you how it ended. If
Good.
You've seen Good Evening, Darn It, Cletus. If you've seen this one, guys, and if you haven't, it's actually worth a watch. Rene Russo's a little like off-putting at some points. I don't really get it.
He does another movie called Nomads in '86 with Pierce Brosnan. Yeah.
Hey Pierce, I need you to do this other film for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a remake of the Thomas Crown Affair.
Okay. Oh my God, Frankie Faison's in it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I know him from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
I said, hey, he's a cop in this too.
He's also in Heaven Can Wait with Chris Rock as his like
I think he might have been
comedian.
Oh no, I thought he was in Harlem Nights.
Fritz Weaver, Charles Keating, Mark Margolis.
That's the Russian
Faye
model.
Dunaway's in it.
Yeah, she's his therapist.
Ah.
I think Faye Dunaway may have been in the original.
Ooh.
I'm don't quote me, but Faye Dunaway was a thing, right? 56.
Richie Kostner. I know him as the Scottish guy who's Samantha Fuchs in Sex and the City. She's like, imagine, you see what he can do with his R's?
Just imagining like this Irish guy.
Yeah. He's like, pleasure to meet you, Samantha. She's like, ugh. I'm gonna see if they wear anything under those kilts. I'm Samantha. I have sex with everything.
I'm just imagining like a Scottish dude on you. You imagine them talking dirty to you? That's terrible. Oof. It's Willie.
Yeah, it's
from The
Willie.
Simpsons. Oh.
It's Willie. I'm sorry. I just. Stop it.
We're gonna have no Scottish fans.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's just how it's gonna go.
I'm sorry. You guys sound terrible. It's not my fault.
Seriously, that was like, oh god. But yeah, that was a
Pleasure to meet you, Samantha. The Thomas Crown Affair.
I like went to 50 hours.
Grrr. Grrr. Pleasure. There's no R in pleasure until the end.
That statement was almost not true.
Till the end.
What is almost?
What else did I have?
Oh golly, yeah, dude. Thomas Crown Affair. I liked it. Pretty cool.
How many stars?
Give it a hard 7. Give it a hard 7 only because Renee was like,
Off-putting.
yeah, it was like
Too much? Trying too hard?
pretty dramatic, overacting a little bit too much.
Is
not
Pierce
believable.
Brosnan just dazzling looking
Of course
in it?
he is. He's the epitome of cool.
I know. He was so cute as a kid.
He was like James Bond in it.
Yeah.
But that's why I thought it was weird. I'm like, God, we're gonna make Bond Thomas Crown like
It's just like George Clooney as Batman.
it's like Mr. Grey being.
I never watched that.
Never watched that. He has this like Russian model that's mean mugging Rene Russo the whole time. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I seen her. Freaking
She's
jawline could cut diamonds. Jeez.
No, but it turns out she's like
Evil
pretty much.
also.
No, it's pretty much like his adopted daughter.
Ew.
She gets jealous of her though. But like it's weird. That's kind of weird. But like the actual heist They don't tell you the plan, but the actual execution of the heist.
So they're stealing a painting?
Yes.
Okay.
There is Monet's on the wall. There's Van Gogh's on the wall. It's the Natural History Museum of New York.
Oh,
and
shoot.
Pierce goes in, and he sits on this bench because he's a billionaire, and he's like, hey, I'm going to walk out here. Goes inside, kind of sits on this bench. I will say this, what's cool. He goes and he leaves his briefcase by the opening of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Just leaves it. Somehow, some way, the alarms get tripped. Iron doors are locking everybody in because they're like, oh shit, somebody's trying to steal shit. Well, that little briefcase he put down had titanium plating all around it, and it held up this iron door. He rolls in, grabs a painting. You watch him grab it off the wall, just like unboxes it, put it inside this fucking suitcase that he planted the day before, and just walks right out. Because nobody expects the billionaire philanthropist to do such a thing until Renee Russo walks in with her high heels and wants to do them, and then...
So who's Renee Russo in this movie?
Again, she is the private
hot on his tail.
Private eye for the insurance company.
Oh.
Has to work in tandem with the police to get it back.
To get it back.
To get the painting back that he stole. They believe it's him. And the reason why they find out is actually kind of cool. So they said that replicas never have the edges of the painting. Every painting is on a canvas, and then they stretch it and put it around. You see it on the outside of these paintings here. Well, they said a duplication, they would only see the front. They wouldn't have the corners done. This duplication that he made, that he did give to the museum to like throw them off their trail, like it had the edges done. It was too good a fake. Too good a fake. And so they're kind of like, oh no, it is this guy, dude.
Ew.
It has to be somebody who has it, who knows what it looks like. Like, we find that, and Renee figures that out. So Thomas Crown here. We're kind of spoiling a little bit, but it was a cool heist movie. I liked the execution of the heist. That was the coolest part. Him stealing the painting somehow coming back, how he makes that happen. Now you see me, now you don't. Magic Man. Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Now You See Me, but I actually don't enjoy those movies too much. Mm-hmm. No. I just don't like Jesse Eisenberg, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
He's always sort of like the same character and everything.
Most of these actors are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Christian Slater.
He's in one that I forgot to watch again. Greg showed it to me. It's called Hard Rain. It's Christian Slater and Ed Asner. Mm-hmm. Christian Slater is like a new to the job. Ed Asner's really old, and they work like a Brink security truck type thing, an armored truck. And the storm of the century rolls through, and this bank was coming in to, I guess, do its job or whatever. Morgan Freeman's got a crew of thieves. Morgan Freeman's bad guy in this. It's called Hard Rain. Okay. And they're trying to get the money.
Hard Rain.
It's like $3 million.
R-E-I-G-N?
R-A-I-N. Like it's Storm of the Century Rain.
Okay.
Hard Rain.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot, like, I've only seen it once, so I don't really, like, know it so well, and I really didn't give it a serious watch because it's Christian Slater.
All of these movies this week, I gave a serious watch.
Yeah.
I sat, I wanted to get glued in.
Yeah.
And Point Break.
Let's
get back to Point Break.
Okay.
We gotta revisit. We can't just stop there. I remember, like, the previews on TV when I was little. I remember the happy face suit. There's things that got cut up out of this movie.
Like they're bitchin' parties? I always wanted to go to a party like that.
Fire eater? Yeah. I was like, damn, that's a house party in LA. Mm-hmm. Did you go to these parties?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
It was fun.
It was a time.
I went to this one party. It was a Rasta party, and it was like...
A Rasta party?
It was a Rasta party, dude. I went. It was me, and this is when I was like...
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And I was like nervous Kella still, and this house had like pieces of concrete that were found as stairs. It wasn't like even pieces of like stair, and it led up. It was somewhere in like the Hollywood Hills, and it led up to this like house. And I'm not a single step was even. You had to be freaking careful, otherwise you fall and hurt yourself. And you get up to the top, and there was like a tree with like benches all around it, and it had an open. No. It was an open like courtyard area. You walk into the house. There was like no furniture in the house because there was a band playing, and the oldest Jamaican man comes up. He's like, "Come dance with me, woman." If I had that man say it today, I would have been grinding on that man. No, back then I was like, no, it's okay, no. I'm an idiot. Always dance with the old Jamaican man, you know? God dang it, he would have showed me the time of my life. It was just fun, you know? We were kids. I think I was like 18 and like, you know, doing 18-year-old things, drinking, being an idiot, you know? But like dancing mostly. But
this Jamaican man comes out of nowhere.
So it's a Rasta party. Everyone's like smoking and being cool and like passing around this bong that's like shaped like a coconut, and it's never meant to be sat down. That's why it's a coconut. And I'm like, that makes no fucking sense, dude. And like, yeah, it was this guy's house who asked. I don't know whose house this was. I got invited by some white Jamaican dude with dreads who liked to stencil spray paint like me. So I was like, dude, there's a party going on. Let's go. And of course we went. And
how's the food?
There was no food, Shauna. It was just a party. Like, when have you ever gone to a party for the food?
All the time.
Shauna. Yeah, you trust the food that's been out. If it's a backyard party and you got someone's Theo fucking back there, like making tacos. Yeah, dude. If it's a bowl of chips, I ain't putting my hand in there.
It was a pizza?
Yeah, I'll have a pizza.
I'm trying to say, man.
Shauna, but you don't reach into the pizza box like a freaking bag of popcorn.
No, you grab a box for you and your friend.
Yeah, and then you walk away.
Yeah.
Duh.
That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But Point Break.
So, yeah, house parties in Los Angeles. Yeah, it's filmed. I saw it was filmed in, like, Manhattan Beach.
Yes.
Santa
LA.
Monica. Yeah. How does he have a plane? How does he have a plane? Yeah.
Bodie's robbed 30 banks.
Yeah, so is he just chartering this plane?
Yes, cash money, son.
And this guy's okay with them, like, loading...
This guy probably runs drugs for the dang guy. I don't know what this airplane man
does.
Those
crazy pilots, right?
They get clearance, pay off the tower guy.
Oh. See, I'm so naive. That's why I can never be a cat burglar, bro. I can't ever heist nobody.
There was no heist going on in Point Break.
They did. They robbed from the banks twice in the movie. It was
a smash and grab.
You're right. I get what you're saying.
Heist movies have to have a plan. I mean, look at
it's methodical.
Daniel Ocean spelled it all out for us. Mm-hmm. He's like, Sal's like, okay, you know, we're just supposed to walk out with $150 million cash. And I'm like, yeah. And they do.
I know they do.
I liked it. The emeralds were the explosives. Wall and Bonnie. Bonnie Rubble. Trouble. So good.
Don Cheadle. With his terrible accent.
I liked it.
I did too.
I liked him. Everybody was good.
Where the fuck you been? Is my favorite.
So good.
Trying to think of who else is in that movie. You have Don Cheadle, Matt Damon, Casey Affleck, and the other brother is James Caan's kid. That's Scott Caan. Mm-hmm.
They were hilarious. The banter and the RC car racing, and I like the Radio Shack type guy, like an homage to MASH a little bit. Mm-hmm. Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I say MASH?
MASH, that
and
show.
And that song comes on, I can go to sleep. Excuse me. Or what are we talking about? Heist?
Where am I?
Heist?
Where am I?
That put me asleep for the child. 89 them all. Oh, God, it must be 10 p.m.
Is that Alan Alda on the TV? I know, that's all I know. I only know Alan Alda.
Oh, she's saying Harlem Nights. Yeah, I watched Harlem Nights thinking it had a heist in it, and there was a heist in it. It was like a fix on a boxer. This movie, if you haven't watched it, guys, was written, directed by Eddie Murphy. And I could tell.
Oh, what do you mean you could tell?
So, like, Richard Pryor's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was really excited because I am going to say this right now. I don't know a lot of Richard Pryor comedy. Yeah. I know Gene Hackman and him were, not Gene Hackman, I'm sorry. Gene Wilder and him were in some movies together in the 70s. I'm not privy to this. I just never really got into it. I don't know why. I just wasn't. So I thought, cool, I'm going to watch a Richard Pryor movie finally. I sat down, I'm like glued in, and it's like, I'm expecting Trading Places, Coming to America. This was like,
you can tell it was a rookie.
Hard to get through. The only two actors, and it wasn't even Richard Pryor, the only two actors in it that stole the show, that I died laughing in every scene they were in, was Red Fox and Della Reese.
Oh.
Dude, they were funny. Red Fox had to wear these he's the dice man on the craps game. He calls 7-Eleven. He calls it, and then later on, they show a before and after, him a little older. They're like, he's calling the dice wrong. It's a 9 and it's actually a 7. It's the, so they gave him these bottle glasses. And he's like,
yeah.
So, yeah, it's like they're magnifying him so much. And then Della Reese picks a fight with Eddie Murphy. Her banter, she's like, you motherfucker. Dude, she's ready to fucking kick his ass. It happened. She brings a knife out. Their scenes saved the movie, because I was like, you see, like, there's a scene with Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy talking, and you see Red Fox in the background, 2Ds, 2Xs,
I
people,
freaking
with
love
the
it.
bottle glasses on, and I'm like, I don't even care what they're talking about. I see red in the background, I go, woo, well, that's funny. That was funny. We love this stuff in the background.
I love stuff going on in the background while this is going
Eddie
on.
has this like sex scene with what's her name from A Different World, the debutante.
I never saw A Different World.
Denise, I think her name was in it. But she was like a Creole lady in it. It's 1918 set, by the way. It's like gambling halls versus each other. It's in New York. The mob versus, there we go, Jasmine Guy. Duh. Yeah, they show this really awkward sex scene between Eddie and her that I didn't like. I was like, why does he need to lick her shoulder?
I don't like many sex scenes.
I don't either, and this week, I will say this right now. Most sex scenes to me are awkward.
Absolutely.
Take away from the story. I don't know what they're for.
Why? Yeah, why do you need that director?
I had redemption happen this week.
What happened?
It's going to sound dark, so get ready.
Uh-huh.
The sex scene made sense in the story.
In Harlem Nights?
Not in Harlem Nights, but in this other story, this other thing I'm reading, I'm like, oh, this makes sense.
What is it?
It's like this guy, he's really fucked up he can't have anybody touch him because he was sexually abused as a child.
Gotcha.
Because the person who would sexually abuse him would touch him nicely and softly. And
Yuck.
So imagine that being stolen from you. You can't even be touched. He had a little aversion therapy with his girlfriend about all that touch. And the sex scene, they talked about it like that. Mm-hmm. And he became better. So I was like, oh, a sex scene that makes sense. It added to the story.
I get it. That's very literal, though.
It was the only time it worked.
Okay.
In all the history of me watching all this stuff, I was just like, except for when we see the cheating happened.
Of course.
That's relevant to a story. Oh, look at that guy. He's like Robert Baratheon. He's just effing everything in sight. No, he's a womanizer. I get it. We have to build characters.
See,
but sometimes
my mind went to Game of Thrones also because there's too much sex in that. Yeah.
It's George.
She's like, no, I will look at you while we fuck. And Khal Drogo's like, I'm not used to this. Like a woman taking blood.
I don't know what.
Yeah, what do I do with my hands?
I'm used to hooves. Like,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's a horse.
Oh, it speaks.
But Harlem Nights, like I said again, going back to it, Red Fox Distilleries, they stole the show. Eddie Murphy, way better in Trading Places, way better in Coming to America.
Because John Landis probably did both of those movies.
No, Eddie Murphy did the writing, directing, everything.
No, I'm not talking about Harlem Nights. I'm saying John Landis did Trading Places, and I think he did Coming to America.
Well, damn.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, John Landis is a goat.
That's pretty good.
Animal House.
But it looks like they had like all their friends in. That looked cool. Charlie Murphy was in it.
Ah, the darkness. The darkness.
Funny. He was good. He was good. He was a little like just kind of talking like
Charlie Murphy. Unity. Right there.
So good. But yeah, Harlem Nights though 4 out of 10 stars. I give 2 each to Red Fox and Distilleries.
I watched a different one. I thought this. So in the synopsis it says the family is going to pull off a heist, but while I watched the movie, there was no like ultimate heist. I guess till the end, the very end. This movie's called Kajillionaire. It came out not too long ago. It was Evan Rachel Wood's. Mm-hmm. She's the main actress in it, and then there's that. I don't know where she comes from. She's a Puerto Rican girl from. She was on like Netflix. She's a very like now Netflix kind of girl. But Richard Jenkins again is in this one. Doback from Step Brothers. And then there's so Evan Rachel Wood has her 2 parents. They're all con artists, scammers. They don't dream about being kajillionaires. They just need enough to get by. Mm. So that way you lay under the radar. People aren't after you. Okay. They rent a space from a bubble factory. It's such an odd movie, like a bubble factory. Okay. You know, you just have to accept it, Shauna. Accept and roll on. And
what is this movie called again?
Kajillionaire.
Okay.
Every day they have to show up back at their place that they're renting, and it's like a working space. It's like it has like a bathroom, like we have a bathroom at work, and it's like just a room. And every day at a certain time, bubbles come out of the wall, and they have to scoop it up and put it into the bathroom so it can fall into the drain on the ground. Every day they come back to do this. They haven't paid their rent though, and the guy, he's like, "Oh, here you are. You owe me rent." He's like, "I'm gonna have to pay you in installments." He says, "That's what rent is, a monthly installment. You owe me rent." So he gives them 2 weeks to pay, like, I don't know. It's not that much, but to them it's a lot because they don't have any money. In the very beginning, you see them stealing from the post office. They open up their P.O. box and just reach around for whatever they can grab.
Dang.
Yeah, and then they, like, find a watch, or they steal a watch, and they send their daughter to go up to the house where they found it and like get a reward, but don't ask for a reward, but get a reward. She doesn't get anything for it. She gets like a gift certificate for a massage that she can't turn in for money. So in turn, she gets a 20-minute massage. And when the woman goes to touch her, she flinches because her family has never given her love. This is once again another like aversion thing.
Wow.
They named their daughter Old Dolio after a bum who hit the lottery, hoping that he would leave them inheritance money because they named her after him. They use their daughter like that.
Con artists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so they pick up this other girl. They have this idea to lose their luggage at the airport because there's that clause where the airport.
All their energy in this.
Yeah, they have a clause where they can get money back if you don't find your bags. They don't find their bags. They end up giving her this money, and they're like, "Okay, let's split it 3 ways," because they've always split everything 3 ways, even when they were a daughter. They bring in this other girl to expand their like thieving ways. They like go find these lonesome people and like steal a check from their book and like write it out for $650, so that way it's right under the $750 threshold where they don't have to like clear things. And at the very end, when she gets her money from the freaking suitcase being lost, she like comes to reasoning that like her parents never really cared for her. And she goes, "I will give you all this money if you call me honey, sweetheart." And the mom's like, Is that what you want? You want me to go to the kitchen and bake cookies and dance with you? You want to go do all this stuff, be normal? And her friend takes her from that situation and like just takes her home. And days go by, they hit her up. They knock on the door. They're like, "Hey, old Dolio, you there?" And she's like, "Don't answer that. Like, they just want the money." She opens the door, and there's presents galore. 1 through 17 for each year. There's a different present for each year. And then there's a note that says, "Come to dinner. They're going to pay for dinner." They go to dinner, and she just puts her in a nice outfit to show her, like, she doesn't need you. Like, she's doing fine without him. And they give her a necklace and stand up and give this fucking speech that's so beautiful. And they go home, and they lay her down in bed at her house, and the girl's just sitting back, like, because there's, like a relationship maybe blossoming between them. There's very tense situations between those two girls. And they lay her down. The next morning, all of her shit's gone. They took all of the girl's shit. And then the girl just starts, they left the presents.
What?
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
And they go and they return all of the gifts. And it adds up to like, how much was it? They each get, it was like $480. And then she looks at her necklace and she takes it off of her and gives it to the clerk. And it was exactly $525, the 3-way split. And that's the end of the movie.
Wow.
We never see this girl again, or her parents again.
Again, that's your cut.
Yep. Their presents, they were hidden like that. And that's so sick, dude. I was looking at the price. I'm like, that's all going to add up to $525 because that was the 3-way split that they agreed on.
Wow.
It's a weird movie because, like, they're not normal. Like, so it takes place in Southern California. And whenever an earthquake happens in the movie, they all just stop and don't touch anything because everything's live. You could electrocute yourself. Everything's live. They're like, it's wild. Like, so, like, earthquakes happen like 3 times in this movie. And they're like always scared of the big one. Like, the big one's coming.
God, I've been scared of the big one forever.
Heck yeah. I'm scared for my parents.
San Andreas.
Mm-hmm. You ever watched that one?
God, I have. It's so terrible.
Natural disaster movies?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, Kajillionaire. I don't know if I'd watch it again. I'd give it a 6 because sometimes I didn't know what the heck was going on. But it was definitely a different movie. Like, I'd never seen anything like it before, and it was shot. Their movements were really weird. I didn't like Evan Rachel Wood's what she was doing with her voice. It was like that the whole time.
She had like a different voice the whole time?
It was like that. It was really annoying. Like, okay. She was very, I guess, manly. I could see
some people try to do that. Like, they try to change up their voice.
Yeah,
or just some sort of... All right. Did it stick?
No, Kajillionaire. It's on Hulu or Netflix or something like that.
Mm-hmm. What year was it made? Do you remember?
2016 maybe?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kajillionaire. Well, I think that's just kind of wild how, like, all this stuff added up. Like, I don't know. You're really good at that, though. Kind of figuring it out to the end. You know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I was watching those gifts. I was like, all those gifts add up to that price. I know it does. Isn't that sick though? How sick you are. You're like, she can return it and she'll get her money. You like didn't care about your kid the whole time. The only time that she mattered was if she was working for them, scamming for them. They'd make her wear the Catholic school outfit and go return things.
Just because you're a sociopath or a psychopath doesn't mean you're sterile. You can have children.
Oh yeah, bro.
So. What a perspective to show.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully those people didn't fully understand it to show it.
They made such, you can, you like understood how they didn't have money and weren't well off. The moment they got money, $650, they go into a hot tub store. And it's only $99 down in like monthly payments. So like, okay, let's get one.
They're just gullible weirdos?
They're not, I don't know. They just want what they want. And if it means they don't eat, I don't know. But they got a hot tub put into their, like, it's literally just, imagine our break room bathroom and there's a hot tub in there. Yeah.
It's like, no, shouldn't happen. Mm-hmm. Not one bit. No.
No. It's just they're wasteful with what they had.
Wasteful.
It was a different one. Kind of somber, but then kind of like, whoa. And there was a part where, like, they thought the big one happened and it sort of just goes into space. I didn't understand what the hell was going on. Yeah, they both thought each other was dead. Really? Yeah, they were inside of, like, a gas station bathroom where the light didn't work. So it was pitch freaking black. And then the big one happened. Or an earthquake happened. It's not, like, a huge one. We've survived these things. Yeah. And it just sort of, like, goes. It's so dark that, like, space just appears for the viewers. And yeah, I just don't understand what's going on. And then she, like, has a revelation when she comes out. She's like, oh my God, that was the big one. Like, that's it. I have nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, Kajillionaire. If you want to, give it a shot.
All right. It seems odd to me.
Yeah. I was like, so it said in the synopsis, family does heist. And I guess that was the very end when they steal all of that girl's stuff. Every single bit.
That sucks.
I know. And then they just start laughing because what else can you do?
Have you ever gotten your stuff stolen?
No.
Never? Ripped off, stolen?
Maybe like my day poi.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a violation. It sucks. What I did like about the Thomas Crown affair is that the cop in it didn't care about this art being stolen. He was like, more or less like, before I was on this job, I had to go catch this guy who was doing this to his niece, and then I had to go catch another guy for murdering his wife. Oh. He's like, so I'm glad this is over. I'm glad the painting's back. I can spend my time better. Yeah. These paintings are insured. You know.
Yeah, why do they care so much?
You have to care about art in a way. There's like, Kim and I were laughing because we're like, money laundering art. Yeah. But like Monet's and Van Gogh's and these things, they're just like, oh, they're hundreds of years old. Well, there's a reason they're 100 years old, because we took care of them. Things don't just last because they're built to last. Like, you have, even the best built things needs maintenance, right? Yeah. So these paintings need care and love, and they're our history to show that we have as humans, we have a soul, I guess. That's what most people say our art does, what movies do. That we're not just barbarians who were mongering, you know what I mean? Just like out to kill each other and get better. It just shows.
Scam each other with each other's post office boxes.
Yeah, art's, the human soul, people say, like, showing beyond. So I always thought that was pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, that's why art matters, or why art's worth protecting and saving. It'll prolong our outlast, me and you.
Yeah.
If we take care. These heist guys, though.
So they're just fencing them anyways. They're usually contracted.
Yeah, Daniel Ocean, he got them all like $13 million. He went to jail the first place by trying to move head masks, or monumental head masks, remember? Do you remember that on Ocean's 11?
Oh, yeah.
He comes out of the jail and they're like, at the poker game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, Topher Grace.
And what is it? Daniel Jackson, I think.
Joshua Jackson, bruh. Mighty Ducks.
It's all like WB, Dawson's Creek characters, Vampire Diary type characters. And they're like, so that scene was hilarious because, we work in poker, and I'm like, I've taught people who don't even know poker how to deal poker, and I feel Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
The cold drink. Just is like, look, guys, all red.
Yeah,
it's Jack High. It's like Jack of Hearts, 4 diamonds.
The brand new players who come in. Is this good? And it's aces.
It's like, what do you do? And we're watching it, and I'm like, this is just. Kim was like, that's just showing such bad poker etiquette. These idiots are gonna watch this and think that's how you act on a table. They were playing 5-card stud, and it was just like, the way they were holding their cards or splashing the pot, it was just like, you don't even know what's going in the middle.
I know, they just start throwing things in the middle.
So like, my OCD was like, shh. And I was like, oh my God. And they're like, yeah, when he's like, all red. I've got 3 pair. How do you have 6 cards? How do you have 6 cards? You can't have 6 cards. I don't know. Like, it literally has happened in my, like, school, so I just laugh so hard at it. Like, I'm like, Brad, good job. This is exactly how the fuck I feel. Teaching new people how to freaking read cards. It's like a new language. It's like a whole new language.
Did you ever watch Snatch yet?
No,
So I was talking to Greg about it, and he says it's not really a heist movie because, well, the very beginning is a heist, but after that it's them dealing with this diamond. So it's all about this diamond.
The repercussions of the heist.
Exactly.
Okay. That's cool.
Benicio del Toro's in it. He's super freaking cute.
He's young.
It's like 1999 maybe. Brad Pitt, super cute in it too. It's a Guy Ritchie film.
Oh, yeah.
Many
so sexy.
fast cuts and good music. The first scene, it's just the credits going over security cameras. And it's in these cameras, you see Benicio del Toro walking around, speaking with his Jewish accent, looking like a Hasidic Jew. That is a disguise. He and his buddies are all Jewish men walking into this like diamond vault. And they have a appointment to make, and they go in and they get into where they need to be and they just take everything off, and they've got bulletproof, they've got gun, they got everything they need to get into there. And he's like, "Where is the stone?" And the guy just shuts up and he like hits him. He's like, "Where is the stone?" And he goes and he knows exactly what he's talking about. It's this beautiful freaking devil's eye rescuer's, diamond. It's gorgeous. He hands it off to Dennis Farina again. He's the only, I think he's the only American in this movie. And because it takes place mostly in the UK. And huge cast. Vinnie Jones, Morgan from Walking Dead is in it. He's British. The scariest man in the world, Bricktop. He is a pig farmer. He gives this great monologue about why you should never trust a pig farmer. I think it's his last movie too. He's really freaking old. His teeth are British AF, so they've got like that awful look to them. He's got glasses this big that magnify his eyes slightly, so his eyes look larger than normal. And it's so good, Shauna. I wish you would watch it. It's got Tommy from Gangs of New York. His name is Tommy in this also. Jason Statham.
I don't know why I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, Jason Statham and Tommy, they run like a betting area, like, the Fruits game that Ed plays in Shaun of the Dead. He's like, "You got quid?" She's like, "Yeah." And she gives him that, and he plays that game, the Fruits game. Oh, God, Shauna. And so, like...
I'm not helping at all right now. Like, not at all.
There's a boxing match going on, and they've got this guy named Gorgeous George going in. He's a sure thing. He loses, and Bricktop's pissed because he's supposed to throw the fight and wins X amount of money.
Okay.
They need another fighter. Gorgeous George is out. They find Brad Pitt. Pikey. I guess Pikey, you can't understand them, and they're like, sort of like...
It's got like a Gaelic talk?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
They're
Welsh,
like a kind of gypsy kind of people who travel around in caravans.
Caravans?
Yeah.
I like it.
And the way, so they speak in a way so you don't quite understand them, so they can grift you. So like they show up and this little boy's like sits next to his truck. He's like, "Hi, how you?" He's like, "Hey, can you show me where this guy is?" He's like, "5 quid." He goes, "Well, fuck off then. I can do it myself." He's like, "3 quid then." Like anything they can do to make a buck. And he's like, "We'll do the fight for you. But my mom wants a caravan that's periwinkle blue." He's like, "My mom wants a caravan that's periwinkle blue though when we do win." He's like, "Dude, I can't do that. I can do this though." He's like, "Okay, fine, we'll bet on it." And they got a rabbit and 2 dogs. If the dogs get the rabbit, then we'll fight for you and you owe us a caravan. But if the rabbit gets away, then you get, or something like that. And you just watch this whole scene unfold. There's like 5 storylines going on this whole time. So, and it's all to do with this goddamn diamond, dude.
That's
it's
cool.
really good.
Centrifuge on there.
Yes.
That's cool.
It's like at the very end, Dennis Farina, I think he gets the diamond. And
Why are you gonna ruin it for me now?
No, I don't know if he does. I don't remember now. But he goes back to the airport and like, do you have anything to declare? He goes, yeah, don't go to London. Just like he's pissed. He hates London. He's like, bad food, worst weather, Mary fucking Poppins.
A lot of people say the food in London's horrible.
You invaded how much of the world and you don't use spice?
Yeah.
Isn't that
the
crazy?
Most Independence Days.
The Silk Road.
What is that about?
I don't know, man. They had royalty and armory and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had, what was it? The beef Wellington?
Oh, I've never had that. It's just Dijon mustard and mushrooms, right? With beef.
Yeah, I felt like I was like, prime rib tastes better.
Yeah.
I've had better cuts.
Prime rib.
The bread is a lot.
I don't know, but I know I do want to go to like kitchen. What is that? What's that?
I want the blood sausage and the beans.
You want the blood sausage?
Yeah, with the
You know,
beans.
they don't even eat that.
I want it. I want to try
Shauna,
it.
eat it. It's like blood sausage and it's like blood and oats.
Yeah. Like, that's probably like so irony.
Yeah,
and, like,
just
delicious.
eat liver then. Why do you have to eat blood?
I want to try it.
Okay, I'm not going to say it's black
I feel like
pudding.
I want to go to a
black
proper,
pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I've always wanted that. We've always said that we wanted to go to London and go have a proper brekkie.
But I'm pretty sure if we go, it would be like a St. Augustine type place. And they'd be like, yeah, this is where...
The King's had just closed down. It was open for like 103 years, I guess. Something like that, dude.
And we just like didn't go.
Well, sorry, we didn't patronize it because it sucked probably. Yeah, keep up, you know?
Yeah, if you're 103 years old, what's going on? You should have it down by now.
Yeah, and it should be the best.
It should be the absolute best fish and chips in the planet.
Seriously.
106 years old. I don't know, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But there are those towns, though. You see them. They're like little tourist trap towns. They're like, come here. This is where everybody eats blood in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's
and you're
Disney
like,
World, bro.
We don't
I'm
eat
sick of
there.
Disney World.
We don't eat
The
there.
food wasn't good at Disney World.
That's what I'm afraid of. If we ever go to the UK, if we ever go to France, if we ever go to any of those spots, we'd be like, in one of those tourist trap spots that's not where the locals go.
They're like, that's why London has the worst food. And this guy goes, top 10 restaurants in the world, the top 10 best ones are in England. And he goes, yeah, but what do they serve there? He goes, French food.
Yo. Hello.
Yeah. Go to France then.
The French like pride themselves on their damn
Yeah, dude. You go to France to learn how to cook.
I've had French cuisine. It's like
I've
very
never
rich.
had like French
It's
cuisine.
rich.
It's butter, right?
It's butter and sauces. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like liver pate stuffed in things with. It's very.
I've told you about how I feel about foie gras.
I don't mind foie gras.
Shauna, they had to force feed a duck. They force fed it until its liver got so fat, and then they killed it because they needed it to eat the fat.
What a life!
I'm pretty sure so it doesn't walk around and lose weight. They keep it
I
down.
didn't know that's how they made
like here's
it.
the duck, and here's the chains.
It was food.
Yeah, it's good. I bet you like venison too. Like veal. That's what I learned. I don't mind venison. Veal. You eat veal. I've never had veal. You know what, Sean? I also don't go to Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I know your ass does. Why does every single gay person still go to Chick-fil-A? And I feel like I'm not the one patronizing it.
The workers in there don't care.
I'm pretty sure my friend had a gay bracelet on and he had to throw it out before he walked in.
No way.
Shauna.
No way. They don't care.
They like look.
They do not care. You know what? I told you that story. The guy let me go home.
Who?
So I went to Chick-fil-A and I ordered a bunch of meals for my family. I forgot my wallet.
Oh,
The guy in the drive-thru goes, "Go ahead, ma'am. Just call me with it when you get home."
Yeah.
Lets me keep the food. I call him. He goes, "Oh, I didn't think you were going to call me." I said, "No, please let me." "Well, I already cleared it. You go ahead and have a good day, ma'am." Don't worry about it. No, sir.
I'm sorry, that's just good customer service. They didn't know you were gay.
He doesn't need to know.
I understand that. I'm saying, why do gay people still eat at the Chick-fil-A when you know what they
What some ad told us?
No, Shauna, you don't know that they send monies across seas to these organizations that burn people alive?
Dude, look at, where do I live?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, man. You know what happened here in order for me to live here? Spaniards came and just slaughtered a bunch of Indians, dude. This we're not, no one's innocent.
I understand
we're all
that.
all descendants of ancestors.
The poor Timaquan Indians here.
Dude, they're still around, kind of. I don't know, man. I'm
no.
not from here.
So the Timaquan Preserve.
I'm not gonna punish somebody for their beliefs. They aren't hurting nobody.
Shauna, I don't like Chick-fil-A.
But you know,
I do actually. I do love Chick-fil-A.
Stop making Chick-fil-A political.
It is though, Shauna. When they send money to aid things.
Then why are you eating PDQ?
I don't. I've never in my life had PDQ.
Product displays, quality. Yo, Tim Tebow, fix your sign off Hodges. It's cracked, and it's been cracked forever.
Thank you. Is that his thing?
That's his thing. It's Tim Tebow's chicken.
I really want to have a pimento cheese chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
I know.
What is with pimento cheese lately?
People are just realizing that Mima was right.
Palmetto cheese?
Yeah.
With the jalapenos?
Yes.
Good stuff.
I told you, the lady at the Sam's Club, she's like, sample? And I go, thank you. And I eat it, and I go, I literally walked up to this lady's stand and started knocking my finger onto her stand. I was like, what is this? What is this? Where did you get this?
We won't eat the pimento cheese at the LA party, but go ahead and Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shauna, this lady put it into a thing, and I watched her do all of that. Sample. And I said, thank you. What is this? What is this? Where did you get this? What is this? What are the crackers too? She's like, here. Like, she was so happy.
Maybe if she clears her shelf, she'll get a bonus.
I hope so. I sure as shit bought one. I was like, which one did you give me? This one or this one? She's like, I was like, thank you. Ordering was
yelling at her
because it was so good.
Oh, God.
If something's really good, I start like whacking people away. Like, you can't have any. Like, what did I make?
Grandma.
I made a soup. Oh, like grandma, exactly. I was eating soup, and I was like, oh shit. And Greg walks up like, just wanting a spoonful of soup, and I'm just like,
you don't even give him any?
I did. Shauna was a whole crack pot. What am I gonna? He's like, stop that. Stop, Kella. Stop, Kella.
I don't even know how we got here.
I know. Where did we go?
I have no idea. It just like went there for a long time.
What other? What you said you had like grossing movies?
Yeah, it's a top grossing heist films over time. I like going through these lists because it's always like which one. Number 10, an all-time favorite, Die Hard.
Yeah.
So the heist in that one was the
Vault in the Nakatomi Tower.
In the Nakatomi Towers had all those bonds that were worth
that gold armor, the freaking what else was in there? Like statues.
Yeah, there was like priceless things, and they wanted to get it, and that was the whole heist. So Die Hard was number 10. Number 9 is actually my brother Troy's favorite, one of his favorites. It's Baby Driver.
Oh, I didn't. Wait, I guess that is a heist movie.
Kevin Spacey's in it.
His last good movie.
Fun movie.
Edgar Wright, once again, directed by that guy.
Fun movie. I think Baby Driver spiraled me into believing that there could be good movies made again. Because it was newer. And I stopped watching movies for a long time because I was like, I believe they weren't made for our audience. I believe they were made for a lot of censored audiences. So I kind of like boycotted a lot of media for a long time. But this one I was like, that was fun. That was cool.
There's a lot of color coding. There's a lot of every single movement they make goes along to the beat of the music. There's
It was fun and rewarding like that.
Yeah, I love the music that he made in it. It made you hate and love like different characters you didn't think you would hate or love. Like I hated Bats in it. Jamie Foxx in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, what an a-hole. I love that Asian kid in it. He had a hate tattooed on his neck and he like scribbled out the E. He goes, hat? He goes, he used to say hate. I covered the E because it deterred me from getting a job. He goes, so hats? He's like, who doesn't like hats? It's just so stupid. The Michael Myers masks. I think that really was a mix-up, just so you know, with like costume and Edgar Wright, where like, I need Michael Myers masks. So they got Austin Power masks.
Oh, God.
Instead of the Halloween mask. He's like, this is a Halloween mask. Like, perfect. That's so good. Who's on first, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I really enjoy Baby Driver.
Baby Driver was a fun one. Like I said, I watched it and then after it was done, I looked at Troy, when I was like, that was cool. Thank you. Like, I honestly said thank you. I said, whoever made this, thank you. That was fun. Through and through. It was not boring at one part. It actually kept my attention the whole time.
I love John Hamm, too. He's so fine.
Gorgeous. Young kid, cute. I liked him. Number 8, Point Break.
Which one? 91?
Yeah.
Wow, top grossing? Of course, Swayze's at his freaking peak right after. When was Dirty Dancing?
88, 84.
See what I'm saying? So
he did so many.
Roadhouse. I'm sorry.
He looked like, okay, so Patrick Swayze, did he have a country accent?
I think so.
Okay, Bodie, Point Break. Did he? Right?
Yes.
Like, there are times when he was like, and then it dropped, and then it picked back up. So I was like, is he Midwestern?
I think so.
Is he from Texas?
With his bleached hair and
is
his
he from the South?
His bleached goatee.
Yeah, it was just this weird. But then he was a guru, so it's like, who are you? Where the hell are you from?
He been to Burning Man one too many times, bro.
And then just start talking like everybody else, like desert folk.
But his brother didn't speak like that.
Yeah, that's why I don't get it. I said, is there an accent? Like, is he doing it to Utah to be like trying to mimic?
I don't know, bro.
Point Break. So many questions for Point Break.
I don't feel like I have to watch that again.
I don't want to. I didn't understand the throwing of the...
Yeah, and that was it. That was the end.
And then the credits.
Yeah, like, Keanu, just because you threw it away doesn't mean that you're out of the FBI.
Like, that's why, like, where's his backup again? And then I was like, where's the backup? And then
why did he go there? Did he spend his own money or the service's money?
Why did he let Bodie catch that wave? It totally was dishonoring to his partner.
Yeah, like...
It was just... Dude,
he killed what is the word I'm looking for? He inadvertently killed your partner and you just let him go. Like, what did he say?
He
says
not coming back.
He
goes, just let him go. Remember the Australian guy's
It's
accent?
not tragic to die doing what you love.
Oh yeah.
It's
so dumb. Did you love the Australian guy's like
awful accent?
Yeah.
That didn't even sound like his Australian.
Yeah, he's like, you just let him go.
You just let him go.
It was
go.
I'm dying laughing, and then all of a sudden you see Brody catching the wave,
and he doesn't even catch it.
Like,
he just goes.
He falls. You like see him, then he just like falls.
He doesn't even.
Like you thought he would be a
maybe he would catch it. Yeah, he has to be.
Okay, and second of all, I have been to surf competitions, okay? Ooh. Those waves that are ridiculous, you can't get out there by yourself. You need to get on a jet ski, a tow out. Like, it's almost impossible during those storms. So these were 30-foot supposed waves, 20-foot waves.
That one he was on was a maverick, bro.
The 50-foot wave.
Your eyes went so far back, I think they came up this way.
They did. It was like, fucking kidding me, Patrick Swayze? Nobody's going out there. Oh, no. It's like the line coming back up as Keanu's going down.
You know who did this
to the
movie?
Beach. Who?
Catherine Bigelow. You know her famously for The Hurt Locker.
Oh shit, The Hurt Locker was good though.
I know. I think she won an Oscar for that, and also Zero Dark 30 was which I'm pretty sure she won the Oscar for Best Picture for. And then
maybe she wants to work with men's.
Well, I mean, she perfected it after 20 freaking years, right? Well, when was The Hurt Locker? Like 07?
06, 04. I'll put it there. I'll even put 02. Hurt Locker. Yeah, it was pretty early in the 2000s.
Yeah.
But yeah, Point Break, number 8. Number 7, The Fast Five. Is it a Fast and Furious? The Fast Five movie?
Fast Five?
Yeah. It's a Fast and Furious movie.
I don't know those movies. I stopped after Tokyo Drift.
There must have been like some heist going on in there.
Is that the one where The Rock pushes the torpedo? Is that the one where they race a submarine?
Is that the one where like they jump like a million feet and nobody crashes and burns?
No, and like the suspension's still in place.
Yeah. And it keeps going. Is that the one where they drift?
Hey, we didn't talk about this one. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yo, I watched that. I thought Angelina Jolie was the coolest person on
She
earth.
was with their sweet ass bleached dreads.
That she did on herself. When you watch it now, you're like,
yeah,
it's so weird. She's gorgeous in it.
Mm-hmm. Super
Nicolas
cute.
Cage was cool in
and she's
it.
like car chick, so like dudes love that. This was such a dude movie. I think Scott Conn in it again. I think so.
It has to be.
Yes, Giovanni Ribisi, Nick Cage.
Yep.
Who's the Frenchman? He's like a carpenter in that movie.
It can't be the professional.
What year did this movie come out, Nana?
It might be the professional guy.
What year did it come out, Nana?
Gone in 60 Seconds was 99.
2000.
Yes. I'm always like a year up, year down.
Vinnie Jones.
Giovanni's in it. Frick.
Yeah, Giovanni Ribisi. I love him.
Yeah, he's good in gangster movies now. I like him.
How cute she is.
Mm-hmm. What's the 2000s?
Lara Croft.
She was so pretty as Lara Croft. Come on.
Too pretty.
Too pretty.
Too sexy.
Too sexy. The sexy.
Too sexy.
The too sexy. Oh my god. But yeah, Fast Five was number 7. Gone in 60 Seconds. Dope heist movie. They had to get all these cars out of there and do it in multiple ways. And these one cars were hot cars, the ones with the key fobs. And they're like, nah, fucking drop them.
Mm-hmm.
And they like dared him to do this heist, and he got it done. And it's pretty dope.
Shelby Eleanor.
Yeah, that was like the impossible car.
Yeah, it's like a GT Mustang or something like that.
I think they lay out a plan in this one too. That's why it's a cool heist film.
Yeah, they had to.
And I love their whole. They have like a mantra, like of that low rider. You know that song? They're just vibing to it. Like right
low and slow in LA, man.
Right before they go out and get all them all. Dude, it's just like the bank robbery. Is that robbery. Ooh, I think my food's are ready. Bank robbery and carjacking. LA. Jeez, it's like, I know that sounds terrible, but it's true. When you sit at a stoplight in the middle of LA, lock your shit.
Lock your doors.
And if somebody
you
comes
should
up
do
to
that
you,
already.
Somebody comes up to you, you take off. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't wait for them. Oh, maybe they're no.
It happened to Greg downtown here. He was off Lane Avenue. I was giving him directions because he got turned around. So I was like, okay, I'll pull it up for you. And I was on the phone with him, and I just hear him just like press the gas and go. And he was just like, some guys just started pulling on my doors. Like, they just came from all sides of his car and just started pulling on doors.
Dude.
He had to pull out his freaking gun and point it at him, dude. Yeah, and he just peeled out of there. They let go, fucking. Yeah. I know, dude.
Creepy. Well, they weren't violent. Gone in 60 Seconds, people.
No.
They were just like, that's the cool heist movie. The non-violent offenders. They're not there to kill people.
Yeah.
They're just there to steal some shit. Shit that's insured and replace. Like, they steal from the rich. Like I said, the Robin Hood heist movies are dope. They were so cool to watch. Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah, I love that one growing up. I was a sophomore or junior when that came out in high school, so I thought Angelina was so cool.
Yeah. She was an it girl. I did not like her with Billy Bob Thornton being all weird. I don't like Billy Bob Thornton.
She's weird in general. She comes from Hollywood royalty. She's Nepo.
I don't care.
She's just weird. Like, you're gonna be weird. Kirsten Dunst.
Weird. Is she a Nepo?
Yes. They're all from money. It's weird. There's like, it's just a multiverse we don't get.
Yeah.
They care so much about frivolous things.
That's all they have to care about.
Yeah.
Everything
what
else is
you
taken
got?
care of.
Yeah.
Everything else is taken care of. It's so hard to say.
I don't gotta worry about how I'm gonna eat today.
I told
car,
you, Mariah
everything.
Carey.
Yeah.
Electricity's free here in the U.S.
Yeah. You wouldn't know any better. Like Will Smith's kid.
Stop. What do you mean choice? Choose?
I have to choose between two things.
But there's two things and I can have them.
Choose? Yeah, exactly. Number 6 was Reservoir Dogs.
God, that's my favorite Quentin Tarantino. It's my favorite. Mm-hmm. I love Tim Roth. I love Harvey Keitel.
It's Kill Bill.
Michael freaking Madsen. Fine as heck in that movie, dancing around, cutting that man's ear off.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I think his name is Marvin also, the cop. Yeah. Ooh, don't be a Marvin in Quentin Tarantino's movies.
I wonder how many Marvins he's
He
killed.
just, Phil Lamar in the back seat.
Yeah. We gotta look that up.
That's funny.
Quentin would do that.
Yeah.
Like, we know him.
Like, he hates some guy named Marvin, and he, like, makes sure that this guy Marvin gets his every time.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That whole movie. The guy who goes, the thing. He looks like the thing in that movie. I'm pretty sure that's the Angels coach on Naked Gun.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
I love how you could, like, picture those people. I can't even right now. I wouldn't even be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Isn't that silly?
Yep, it is him.
He's like, hey, so we're going to start this game anytime now?
Yeah. Oh.
Ah.
I thought it was the other guy with the mustache. This is the white guy.
Yeah.
Yep, no, it is him. 100% him, too. I can see both of them being in it, though.
God. Two favorite movies.
Very good. Super good. Inside Man, one of mine. Number 5.
Wow, this movie I've never heard of. It was one of these top.
Spike Lee, Jodie Foster,
Spike
Denzel's in it.
Spike Lee's a joint, and everyone's gonna have it.
It was really good. Clive Owen and his peak. He's really good. What else was Clive Owen? Is he
the guy from Children of Men?
300? He's the 300, right?
No, that's Gerard Butler.
It's Gerard Butler, yeah. Oh.
Gerard Butler. He speaks out the side of his mouth. Leonidas.
Leonidas. It's so good. Why? Guys.
Butler.
Butler. So many.
The Phantom of the Opera. He is. Just so you know. He is the Phantom of the Opera with Emmy Rossum and Minnie Driver. Yeah, bruh.
Oh, yeah, weird.
Yeah, Leonidas is singing opera.
Fuck, Alex. All the time her shit had to be on.
I know, we had to listen to her stuff.
It was like, why, Alex? Why?
Because, whatever. She gave us culture. She forced culture upon us.
It wasn't fair. Where's my stuff on?
I used to get her. I used to cover up the things, turn it and cover up the things. The fights we'd get into, bro. That was fun.
That's pretty good.
Pretty sure I've lost a toenail before. Oh no, that was with Jenny.
Number 4 is one of yours, The Town. Didn't you watch The Town?
No. Is that the one? That's the one with Mark Wahlberg?
I want to say yeah. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know this one. I've never seen
Let's
The
read
Town.
the premise on The Town. Do you guys know
Do you guys know it?
Do you know The Town?
The Town. Ben Affleck, bruh. There's a nun. A proficient group of thieves rob a bank and hold the manager hostage.
No, I think I saw this one time and it was like good. It was like
Things begin to get complicated and one of the crew members falls in love with her. Who's her?
Dude, what?
That's what it says. A proficient group of thieves rob a bank and hold the manager the manager is her. Mm-hmm. So what?
It was good. I remember, like, he has a drug addict brother.
Okay.
And, like, they have to do this.
7.5 stars out of 10.
It was a good one.
John Hamm's in this too. Mm-hmm. Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Blake Lively.
Mm-hmm. It's like the same time as that one fighting movie I watched.
Peter Postlethwaite.
Oh, yeah.
Does he play a reverend again?
Probably. Romeo and Juliet, he did, right?
Chris Cooper. Director is Ben Affleck, bro.
It was supposed to be really, really good. I swear I saw it once.
Ben Affleck wrote it also with some friends.
I feel like Troy showed me this one.
Yeah, I've never seen this one. Greg's seen it. I think we own it.
The Town.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is The Italian Job, Mark Wahlberg.
Seth Green. That's all I know about it. I've never seen it also.
I've never seen it either. The Italian Job. I feel like these are the ones we probably should have watched and like this week. You're like, I know exactly that one. Oh,
yeah, instead we watched Point Break.
We told Heat is number 2.
Yeah.
We were told to watch that one too. And number 1 is Ocean's 11. Though.
Yeah.
Ocean's 11 is like
perfect.
People say Heat is grittier. It's a little more.
Yeah, Ocean's
dirtier.
11 is so lighthearted. Heat, I'm pretty sure like a little girl tries to kill herself in it.
God.
Yeah.
This is the actual dark side of this business.
Who's the Anna? Not
Ocean's
Anna.
11 was too Hollywood.
Yeah.
Ooh. It is very Hollywood.
Yeah, it's super glam. But I mean, that's sort of Vegas though. Like that's the style they wanted to portray Vegas in.
It was very clean. Nobody died.
Yeah, where's all the sex card flickers in Vegas? You know what I mean?
They had the flyers for the hookers.
That's what I'm saying. Did they? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Remember it blew up?
Because if you're going to Vegas,
yeah,
you're gonna see some sex flyers.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, and don't shoo them away because they all work together. Just take it and keep walking and throw it away when you're gone.
No, I say no thank you. I'm not that person.
Shauna, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to get like hassled. Thank you.
I say no.
Just throw it away later.
No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. They go, oh, they appreciate that better than get the F out of my face.
I don't say get the F out of my face though.
No.
Have some water. I'll have some water.
You have some water.
Yeah, let me have some water. I got my pumpkin sauce. Look at it's a thing. Look. It says cold brew, pumpkin sauce, dairy base. What the heck? Dairy base? I said whole milk, motherfucker. Okay, there is whole milk. Okay. I get real milk. I'm sorry.
That's good.
Yeah, it's about the only thing that's real in it.
Yeah, everything
maybe
else.
The ice.
Maybe the ice. The water.
Yeah, maybe their ice is good there. It's Wawa. It's a newer building.
What do you want to talk about next week?
I've been thinking about this. You sent me some ideas. You were thinking like drugs or Westerns. I don't want to do Westerns just yet because that is going to take some time because I feel like Westerns are an acquired taste. I don't know.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Really? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I've never seen it.
310 to Yuma.
Seen that one. One time. It also pissed me off.
True Grit.
Never seen it.
The new True Grit. Homegirl was in it, stole a show with the braids. She was pretty dope. I watched that in theaters with Kim.
I've seen Bone Tomahawk. That was a Western. I've seen Tombstone.
Young Guns.
Mm-hmm. Is City Slickers a Western?
No. I mean, they drive the cattle home. City Slickers doing it. I don't know about it.
You got Curly in it, though.
Curly's the only cowboy
Jack,
there.
what is his name?
Even then, he
what's his name? He
does tours for City
Jack
Slickers.
Palance.
Jack Palance.
Yeah. He's the bad guy, the first bad guy in Batman before Jack Nicholson kills him.
I'm my number one.
Bob. You know, that's literally Jack Nicholson's best friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing this unless Bob gets a part.
God, Jack, you're so weird.
Dude, that's his best friend. I love that guy. That guy is also an Aaron Brockovich. He gives Aaron Brockovich all the information about PG&E. He's got one of those things that covers up his mouth, covered in blood. Yeah, he's in like one of my favorite Rob Zombie movies, 31, which is, I know it's a stupid Rob Zombie movie, but 31's stupid and fun. It's like a homage to 70s horror.
He's good in Batman.
About Tim Burton movies? We've seen them all.
Tim Burton movies. Tim Burton movies would be fun.
Especially with Beetlejuice being out. Beetlejuice.
We have done Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
I would do Tim Burton with you.
Yeah. There's also Edgar Wright films, since you love them so much. Baby Driver. He only has a few out, though.
What did I say to you? I thought I'd put in a text message. I said westerns, drug movies.
What about coming of age films?
High school movies? Oh, Wayne told me parodies would be funny.
Parodies, like Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god, how fucking cute these are. What did you send me? Jillian, you sent me patent laws. Bavarian Meats. War Movies was another one.
And I was looking at patent laws for the stream just to see what I could show, and I have to show public domain stuff only.
You didn't talk about Rogue One.
Rogue One? I didn't? Holy crap.
We were just crying about Rogue One.
So Kel comes over around 7 o'clock-ish, and that's why we were on the stream at like 7:45 today, because we were watching the end of Rogue One. I actually fast-forwarded the whole, what happens to the planet scene just to get to the Darth Vader scene. That pass off of this... Okay. Rogue One, let's dive deep a little bit.
It's a heist.
It's a heist. We gotta get the Death Star plans, or else the rebellion is for naught.
They have an ultimate weapon, and we need to know how to defeat it.
I'm just gonna play a little story for you.
Okay, go.
It's 1987 something. I don't know what it is. I'm watching A New Hope.
Okay.
On Laserdisc.
Uh-huh.
I'm watching this beautiful general in white talk about plans that they had to get, and that many died to get these plans.
Sacrificed their lives to get these plans.
But the way she says it, I've said this before, you've heard me say it, she kind of just trails off like she's somewhere else. Her eyes go blank. I'm young going, wow, I wonder what happened. Rogue One is the movie, the sequel, prequel, I didn't know I needed.
It's so good.
I go, whoa, they're answering that question? And everybody goes, yeah. I flip out because that's the first thing that stuck with me in the whole Star Wars franchise. This is the first thing as a young child. I was like, and then they gave me the story. The story is of sacrifice. The story is of faith in the Force. The last Force Temple planet gets blown up. This. I'm pretty sure that there's Ahsoka and all these other Disney Plus shows that probably lead into Rogue One, then go from Rogue One, because it goes Rogue One, New Hope, right yes. After each other. What it shows in Rogue One too is the rebellion aspect, and the guys who go to get these battle plans were the most faithful to the Force. We're almost like the last believers of the Force, because all the Jedi were almost gone, right? All that's left is Yoda, Luke, Ben, who's hiding in Tatooine, right, at this time. Mm-hmm. So these people are the public who aren't Jedi.
Yeah, they're not Jedi.
Absolutely believe in the Force. So they go to get these plans. Everybody who went, just like the general said, was just like gone.
Dude, I hate it so much.
It's a devastating heist movie, because the heist is we got to get these Death Star plans, because
it's ill-fated. You know what's going to happen at the end, and it's still so freaking surprising to me.
The CGI is beautiful. The land looking like waves, because they do destroy that Jedi planet I was talking about, the Last Jedi Temple.
Yeah, there's no spoilers here. You know how it happens if you've seen Star Wars.
The churning, the anxiety of going through, just like in New Hope with going, when the Millennium Falcon went through the teeth of that one guy.
That
you feel that suffocation, the
moonworm,
the warp speech, and then the movie drops you right in, right? The movie drops you right in.
Seeing them go from warp speed and just arriving to their destination, that they're just there. Whoa.
Looking at Yavin 4. Call Yavin 4. Do you know what Yavin 4 is? It is the home of the rebellion base. Yavin 4 is like the rebels base, dude. Secret. And they're like, Yavin 4. Like, that's what was so cool. Like, this is a Star Wars movie.
Star Wars heist.
Done right. No costumes.
I don't like new
good.
Star Wars movies. I don't. But this one I love. I love it. I want it on Blu-ray. There's not many movies nowadays where I'm like, ooh, I need to own that movie. And this is one of them.
Forces with me. I'm one with the blind dude. I'm one with this bow staff. I'm watching. I go, Kim, my weapons is a bow staff and then an arrow on my back. I don't know why I said it, but when you're when it comes down to the Mad Max time, what are you gonna?
I'm gonna be Blaster, and I will have someone on my back be Master Blaster, or I will be Master Blaster, and someone's gonna be Blaster. You'll understand when you watch the movies. If anyone knows who Master Blaster is, you know what I mean.
Is it her?
Who? So, Shauna, in Mad Max 3, The Thunderdome.
Are you listening to this?
You listening? So, there's this tiny man who rests on the back of a giant, Hodor type dude.
Okay.
Idiot.
Okay.
Strong like bull, dumb like ox. Okay. And there's Master Blaster and Blaster. I would be the Master Blaster to somebody else doing all my stuff. Probably Greg.
I'm just saying, I love the bow staff work of the blind dude in Rogue One. Back to that.
Sorry, you mentioned what you would have in the end of times, and then you start going, I love Mad Max. Greg just got me the 5-movie DVD collection. I'm so stoked.
You here for it?
I love Mad Max, dude. You gotta watch them. If you've seen them, Yeah, when I saw Carrie for the first time, I was with her in theaters. We saw it together. Who was that one?
Angela Rosito played the Master.
Thank you.
Lex.
Thank you, Lex.
Can't erase the Master.
Master Blaster, the guy who controls he controls the guy. He's like, go over this way, and he'll take him this way. He's like, go kill that man. And he goes and kills that man.
I feel like I'm missing something now.
Shauna, okay, so Mad Max 1.
Mel Gibson.
It's still it's like the end of the world is happening. People are still kind of civilized, but there's also road gangs.
Are there any heists involved?
No.
Okay.
Survival. It's just survival at the end of the world. So that one, you understand how he becomes Mad Max. And the second one, Fury Road, he's just surviving. I think we go and visit the bullet farm. I think we go to Gasoline Town, Gas Town. Yeah, dude. These things that were in Fury Road.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. The second one's called Road Warrior, excuse me. And then the third one is called Mad Max Thunderdome, something like that.
Okay.
And Tina Turner's in it. She is the head of this town. She's badass bitch. And yeah, Blaster and Master Blaster run shit.
You didn't like it? See,
get out of here. It's the third one is awful. The third one is awful. Don't even get me started.
Tina Turner's bad in it.
Shauna, it's
You're like, okay, it's ridiculous.
He goes to this town. He's an old man. He has gray in his hair. Mel Gibson, And at one point, you're in this oasis where there's just children everywhere. And they save him somehow, and then he has to go save the children. You're just just fast forward to Mad Max Fury Road with Tom Hardy, because that one's so good. And then you've never seen Furiosa? I have it now. Okay, I will let you borrow it.
Homegirl from the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy.
She is odd. We've already talked about her.
Yeah. They asked her who would win in a bike race, Princess Peach or Furiosa. And she was like, oh. It is really funny. It was really funny.
Because Princess Peach is like, do you know like how beloved she is actually
What do you mean?
amongst like 20-year-olds ish? I'd say Princess Peach has a fan following like you wouldn't believe.
I prefer Princess Kenny.
Princess Kenny.
Princess Kenny, do that do.
Oh my god, it's Japanese. And it's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
right?
it was like the rat was like a dragon at the end. It was like, ah.
Oh my god. They probably had so many like Japanese fans. This is exactly why they had to do this crap.
I want Princess Kenny so bad.
God, Princess Kenny.
What was I speaking of?
I don't remember.
Fury
either.
Rosa. Fury Rosa.
Well, ain't we a pair, Raggy Man? Goodbye. Told her the Turner character's voice at the end of that movie. Satina Turner was in that movie, and she was pretty bad.
So, like, she plays a badass bitch, but she's not really, like, in it too much. Probably can't afford her. Her song plays at the end. She, like, sings a Thunderdome song. Yeah, it's, like, made for the movie. Tina's a bad bitch. I remember being a kid pretending to sing the song Rolling Down the River and, like, tossing my hair back and forth.
What's love got to do with it?
Music
biopics.
What's love got to do with it?
What's his name didn't even want to do it until Angela Bassett did it.
Yeah, it's her singing. Angela
so
Bassett.
Did J-Lo. J-Lo sang?
I don't think J-Lo sang, bro.
100 she sang.
No way.
Look it up. Fact check me.
I will.
No, she sang. I know she sang.
Does anyone know?
She mimics really good. What, J-Lo sang and Selena? Yeah, she sang. I know that, what's his name sang too? Joaquin Phoenix?
Didn't actually sing in Selena. Told you, bro.
Who sang?
It's Selena's music. They just put her music over her. Yeah.
I thought they didn't.
No.
Ew.
Angela Bassett sang Tina Turner song. Sang all the tracks herself. Yeah, get out of here, J-Lo. God, trash. Sorry. She don't tip.
Oh my god.
She don't tip.
Allegedly.
Shauna, there's so many...
So slander.
I don't give a dang. This is true. There's dealers on my pages who are like, yeah, Ben Affleck was playing in my room and he'd leave a tip and she'd snatch it up. She's like, don't, no. Yeah. Ben Affleck loves to gamble.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, yeah, twice, right, with that one.
He's a poker player.
He's with J-Lo. And without him, he's like...
So funny. Me at Thanksgiving.
End of the World movies?
We did that one.
We did?
Yeah, we did a pilot of it.
No,
That was one of our
there's a
pilots.
bunch on there we haven't done.
I don't know.
Alien movies?
I love those too. I'm down for Tim Burton night because we just had Beetlejuice come out.
Okay.
I am down for...
Should we go watch Beetlejuice?
Could.
It's kind of busy right now in the theaters to go watch it. I really don't like to go when it's too busy.
No, not now. I mean, we go on a Monday night. Live stream.
Live stream from there.
I know. We're like watching it with you.
Shut down. Fine.
It's like you hear it in the background. I don't know if you could. I'm good. I don't know. I like the Westerns one. I think you would be surprised at Doc Holliday.
I've seen Tombstone seriously maybe one time as a child. I really don't know about it.
I feel like it would be corny now.
Val Kilmer.
Dances with Wolves.
Which is one of my... I love... You know how I love Kevin Costner. He's like so
Indian
pretty.
Movies.
Him and his mullet.
Early American movies.
Ooh.
So you could do the Indian movies, then you do the Patriot.
Thomas!
Did you ever see the made-for-movie one? Or made-for-TV Patriot
What are you
edition?
talking about?
So... made-for-TV version movies are cut up. There's no sex scenes. There's no... Right? They're like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? They're bleeped or not. there is a Patriot version like this.
Oh, yeah. Wait. You mean the super edited version where he's not covered in blood? He's covered in mud?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it all brown? Like,
yeah, we've seen this at Grandma's house. Every movie we've seen at Grandma's house.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Early American movies. So, like, Cold Mountain. And, like, The Missing. And I guess.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are super fun.
You seen The Missing?
No.
It's Tommy Lee Jones. That really Galadriel, Kate Blanchett. So Evan Rachel Woods is in this also. She's a teenager. She lives on the homestead. Her mom's like a medicine, like she isn't a doctor, but she knows about medicine. Her dad taught her. Her dad learned it from the Native Americans. Her dad is Tommy Lee Jones. He's not around anymore. He's estranged his family. He goes live with the natives, and he has his own Indian wife, and they all look down on him. His daughter gets snatched up. Evan Rachel Woods gets snatched up by these Native Americans who are sex traffickers, bro. They're taking her down to Mexico to sell her. So she hires her dad. Like, he's a tracker. He knows the people. He speaks the language. And the movie begins.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's real, intense sometimes. Like, they have this stuff. Because they have, he's sort of like a bruja, but he's like a dude. It's a dude. And he's got this powder on him. And he, into your nose. And you just go crazy.
Oh, that's like that one tobacco powder that they use at ayahuasca rituals.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be that stuff.
Something like that, bro.
Have you seen that? It's like a thing, and it's like black smoke. It looks like
this stuff is
soot.
like pink mist.
It was crazy. Well, I watched The Pharmacist Hamilton. You ever watch him on Netflix or Hulu? This guy named Hamilton, he goes to different remote parts of the world and tries hallucinogens, and reports back on them.
Oh, shit.
And, that was one. It was ayahuasca one, and then him talking about this, they shoot up this tobacco type stuff they would shoot up your nose. They said that it would actually cure you if you were smoking cigarettes. Like, you wouldn't smoke cigarettes after this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of, holistic health benefits to some of these drugs Hamilton, yeah. He's a dorky, kind of hipster-looking guy. He's pretty cool. What does it say?
Seriously, are you making fun of Grandma?
Never, ever.
So Tim Burton, huh? That'd be a pretty easy one for me. I think the only... I don't know of a Tim Burton movie I haven't seen. Maybe Dumbo. I haven't seen Dumbo.
He did Dumbo?
Yeah.
When?
Shauna.
The new Dumbo?
Yeah. With Danny DeVito is the...
Did I watch... God, I can't watch Dumbo. Dumbo's freaky.
I know. Look it, bro.
The Disney Dumbo. Just like
Look
Disney
it.
Pinocchio. Oh, God.
Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Eva Green. All of these people he's acted with before, minus Colin Farrell.
See, this reminds me of his... What was that one that he did? It's not Dumbo. It's called... It's the one with the popcorn, and he's pushing the popcorn out of the way.
Oh, Big Fish.
The Big Fish. That's what it just reminds me of.
Yeah, he's got a style, man. You've ever seen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children?
Yes.
Yeah, Frankenweenie.
I've seen Frankenweenie.
Alice Through the Looking Glass is another one I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that one.
See, people are like, Tim Burton's never made a sequel before. And it's like, wait, did he do this one? Oh, he didn't. It was James Bobbin, which is probably why I didn't do good. But Alice in Wonderland was terrible also.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, super. I don't remember it.
It's not... Well, no, I did like Alice in it. No, she stole the show. I did like Alice. I felt like he was going for more of the book looking Alice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, almost like the way the Alice looked when she's talking to Lisa.
Yeah,
It's like,
L.S. Carroll?
Yeah. Is that the Winnie the Pooh?
Lewis Carroll.
Lewis Carroll. So, yeah, she just looked dope in it. I thought she did a good job in it, too.
I've actually, like, I do remember Big Fish. Never mind.
It's sad. It's like almost like a father-son coming of age type movie.
Looking at all these movies. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I've never seen Sweetie Todd.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's Sweeney Todd. The Demon Barber of
I
Peach
love
Street.
Sweeney Todd. Did we see it in theaters?
I've never seen Big Eyes. That's
I
another
saw it in
one.
theaters.
Carol Keane painting. Do you know Carol Keane? She's the girl who does those big eye paintings.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. If you find one, you'll find them in like thrift stores.
Stop.
Yeah. The Killers. Here With Me. Oh, it's a music video. Here With Me. I've never seen Dark Shadows.
I saw Dark Shadows.
Uh,
I think me and Mom saw Dark Shadows together.
you ever seen Planet of the Apes, his version? With Mark Wahlberg? It's so bad, bro. It's so bad.
Why did they do that then?
He was going to make a whole Planet of the Apes thing.
He just loved
It leaves it open. Yeah. It's got Tim Roth in it. Michael Clark Duncan.
Wow.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty human, he says in it. So, yeah.
They have
Maybe
plans.
we can. I could do a Tim Burton night. I could watch Planet of the Apes again. Dude, my favorite though, Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow just...
But the best one, Batman Returns.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do Tim Burton.
Okay.
We haven't done a director since Christopher Nolan, which we didn't even film. So next week we'll do Tim Burton. Do you want to go see Beetlejuice? We gotta go see Beetlejuice then. We'll go see it tomorrow. Go see Beetlejuice.
$6 Beetlejuice.
I've been told that the new Beetlejuice, like, hit or miss. Did you hear anything?
So I've heard from one source that it was bad in the sense that there was 5 storylines going on and there's no bad guy. Yeah.
Oh no.
And then I've heard from other people it's nostalgic as heck. And
So it's a member berry.
Basically. That's what I got from this other person. They said it was nostalgic. They said it was like it touches back on old points. And I was just like, oh.
How much money do you think they gave him for this?
Dude. I don't know. But this movie should have been made a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear Beetlejuice isn't in it that much.
Michael Keaton's not even in it that much.
Yeah. It's mostly focused on Winona and Jenna.
How long was he in the first one?
A lot. Shawnee's in the end for the whole time. You see him with the Maitlands a bunch. You see him have those little tiny moments
for the last half hour
where he's like going to Dante's Inferno.
He's in there for at least a good half hour in the end. And then 5 minutes.
We don't meet him till what, like a third of the way through the movie.
That's what I said. Is it about it might be the same.
But when we meet him, Shauna. He's like, well, I go to Juilliard and blah, blah, blah. And I've seen The Exorcist about 80,000 times. It gets funnier every time I watch it.
So good.
I can watch Beetlejuice right now, dude.
It's classic Tim. The new Tim has the CGI stuff.
Yeah.
Like that he started in Willy Wonka that I don't really enjoy.
I don't like
yeah. He used to build his sets and
look at Batman Returns. It's a whole freaking world. You can walk around it. When those clowns...
Do you think he's getting tired and he's just like...
No, I think studios are making it cheaper on them. Like, it doesn't cost as much to make a set. We don't have to hire people to build this. We don't have to hire people to keep it safe. You just put it on green scene. I know you do. And that's why I hate it. I want to feel everything. I want to go to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for real. I wanted to go in that room.
Well, though, a lot of these places will make a thing that's like brand new, and it's like that shouldn't look brand new. It should have like a dent in it or something going on, like it's been used. I'm like, hey, like something like to that effect. That's Rogue One did that. It looked used from the beginning. Even the Imperial officer's coat was just like wrinkled up. There's just certain things you just have to. It's got to be believable.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about that all the time.
I know, dude. I know.
Tim Burton's stuff, his new stuff looks too new. Like a lot of the stuff looks really new. Like, so we could go through a timeline of when he went back.
Okay. We can dissect Tim Burton.
When did he start?
When did he fall off the wagon? Not to say that he was ever on. I don't know
when
wagon.
He started dating Helena.
Ooh, that was Planet of the Apes time. He cheated on his wife. Yeah.
Stop. Who was his first wife? Was she with him during all of the Pee Wee Herman looking stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Let me show you.
You guys.
Yeah, sorry. Shit gets out, bro. Tim Burton's first wife. Lena Gisecki. German-born.
Wait.
Marriage ended in 91 after 4 years.
She sounds really familiar. Is she a director? Gisecki?
Lena Gisecki. Let's see. He went on to live with model and actress Lisa Marie. She acted in films he made during the relationship 92 to 2001, most notably in Sleepy Hollow, Ed Woods, and Mars Attacks. Lisa Marie is this girl.
That lady?
Yeah.
Wait, click on Lena. I gotta see what she looks like.
I'm pretty sure he leaves. It doesn't allow me to.
There's no images.
Lena Gisecki, visual artist.
So
you know she's responsible for some of these characters, bruh.
Stop it.
Yeah.
She can't be responsible for Marla. Wait, did she do
No. She doesn't do Fight Club. They're just showing that because that's one of his wives also.
I understand that, but Lena Giselle, I think, is that design. I'm telling you. Movies.
They're all like German, bruh.
Oh.
After meeting on the set of Planet of the Apes in 2001. Man, that was a meal ticket for her. She's like, I was in Fight Club and that's it. What else is she on?
I don't know.
Right?
Everything else was Tim's movies.
Mm-hmm.
Helena. Oh, and then Harry Potter. Kella.
Bellatrix Lestrange.
I liked her in the first one. The rest of them was like,
Harry Potter. I gotta rewatch those.
we could always have a Harry Potter night, and these people would go crazy.
They would go nuts.
I don't.
I heard that HBO's making like a closer book version of it. Like
That's
it's gonna be like a
wild.
limited series.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I guess they want to do it to take it away from Homegirl.
Ooh.
Don't have to. She's so controversial.
Yeah, and I don't like how she's adding things to her characters like well after she's written it. She's like, "Oh yeah, Gandalf's gay." We're like, "What?"
Why do we gotta know that?
And then someone else recently was like, "R2D2 is a lesbian." I was like, "What?" It's a machine.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
What are we doing? That's why I said, like, I don't like what I don't even know.
Stop adding the things when you're done.
You're done.
When you add too much to a soup, it ruins it.
This. You're not wrong.
So what did we decide? Tim Burton?
Tim Burton. We do Tim Burton next week. You get to watch all of the Tim Burton stuffs.
I'm
Even the ones I
still
don't
watching
like.
Mars Attacks.
You gonna watch Mars Attacks?
That's my, oh my god. Mars Attacks, Batman Returns, Sleepy Hollow. Those are, I think, top 3.
I don't think I could get through Big Fish again. It was hard getting through it the first time.
Albert Finney. He's so good in it, though. Also on Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just it was hard to get. I think I fell asleep the second time I tried watching it.
Yeah.
It's like for a guy with his father kind of story. So it's like I don't think it's geared for me. I think it's geared for like a man.
Yeah.
Relationship
I think
with his
Daddy
father.
loves that movie.
Yeah, it's like a really father-son relationship.
Yeah.
Something I can't relate to.
Yeah. I love Dad. I've always loved Dad. We haven't been estranged.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other ones? I've never seen Big Eyes. I told you the Carol Keen. So that movie, it's the this woman, she paints this thing, sort of like a ghostwriter paints it, and her husband, he's like, I painted it. Yeah, so it's like a whole like controversy like that. The husband's like, no, I painted that thing. I'm getting paid for it.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Her husband?
Never was meant to be, bro. You let money get in the way? I know. Makes me, it's just like Annie on Bull Durham. I look at that girl and I go,
I can't believe you look like Annie like that and you didn't look like her friend like that.
I don't know. I don't remember that movie,
The friend
Shauna.
was like the girl who was sleeping around with everybody.
But so
Maggie
does she.
Molly. No, Susan Sarandon never slept
If you
around.
can, in a movie
Period.
that takes place in one baseball season.
Dude, somebody back me up. Susan Sarandon's character she was monogamous with one player per season.
What happens in that scene when she has to decide?
Kevin walks out.
I know. That's gross, Shauna.
And she's like, fuck. And she's being up and honest with them. She didn't sleep with either
you
of
can
them.
be an honest slut. That's fine. You're still a slut.
Okay, wait. So she's like with one guy a year. Monogamous with that one guy a year.
I'm pretty sure she screws both of them in 1 year.
What? And that makes you a slut?
The fact that she's going
guys?
on, two guys on the same team.
Who know about each other?
Yeah.
Is she hiding it?
I don't care, Shauna.
You don't care. Okay, what makes a slut?
A person who screws many people.
2 people are too many?
You know of the 2 so far. There could be other
And they
people
both
on that
know.
team.
They're all adults.
There could be other people on that team from
They're
seasons past.
And they all know. And they all know.
Yeah, she's the bicycle, the team bicycle, right?
No, she gets the rookie, and they always go to the big league.
You can only be a rookie for 1 season, Jonna.
Yeah, and they go to the big league.
So she only gets the rookie.
She's a
Every
muse.
season she gets
You're so mad she's a muse.
No, I'm not mad. She's a muse, Shauna. I'm amused that she's a slut. That's funny. That's a good turn, right? Sorry.
Annie is a saint. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he is. See, no. That's not that commenting on this. There's no way you could comment on this.
Sweeney Todd is amazing. I think Johnny Depp being in everything is what was killing me at the time.
Yeah, it was hard to watch that. Yeah, no. That was good.
And it's also super stylized, bro. Like,
it looked good.
Is it better than the play? I think the play
might be better.
Wrong. You can't take like something that's so perfect as a play and then put it on.
Yeah, you can. We just talked about it. Steel Magnolias.
No, like a musical. That's what I mean. The musicals never translate well.
It's a great musical that translates.
Sound of Music, maybe, but I've never seen the play.
Neither have I. Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Was that a play first?
No.
Yeah, and even the animated picture won frickin' Best Picture.
Beauty and the Beast was amazing, though on theater and on.
Like,
I did not like the live action. Though.
Les Mis didn't translate well.
I thought Les Mis did.
Ugh.
Phantom of the Opera did not for me.
No.
Rent did not for me.
No, Rent was so bad. Everyone has AIDS. AIDS.
South Park.
Yeah.
So bad.
It's a Team America world, please.
Exactly. Like they're celebrating
Kim Jong-un. No.
I'm surrounded.
Matt Damon.
His patchy beard.
He's giving us the sign. I think that movie might have actually a perfect sex scene in there because it's so ridiculous.
It sounds so like
the clickety clacketing.
Like the marionetting.
I love it, dude.
It's so good.
I think it's so grand. It is so ridiculously over budget. They had to pay so many puppeteers. They had to build sets around people. That's so good. They're like, yes, Paramount, we'll do this.
So good. They spent all their money.
Good. Send it.
Paramount Plus is going, I think it's going away. I don't know, sure. But they have like a movie deal with them.
Yeah.
So they got to get these movies out beforehand.
That's why, remember that episode where they're like, the
streaming wars.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, it's like, wait, why is South Park showing on HBO, but then Paramount Plus has the movies? They're so brilliant. You know, they got all their streaming rights done before, like back. They're like, this is gonna go big, and we're gonna get. I think they got what was like $200 million or something.
Yeah, something insane. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are just geniuses, but they learn from their bad deal from Comedy Central. That's why they, just like Chappelle's show, they were held hostage as far as money, because yeah, you're nobody, and this studio took a chance on your show, and you wouldn't be anything without this studio putting you on.
Non-nepos, bro.
They're from
Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah,
they went to school in Colorado.
Yeah.
Did you watch the 25th anniversary?
Of course,
of the Red Rocks?
did.
He's like, yep, I grew up down here. It's just 10 minutes away right there. That's sweet, dude.
That was the best, like, live. I've never seen anything like that.
No.
That was just so fun. But
yes.
I'm just a dumb South Park fan.
Yeah.
And it happened all my life. They mock all types of censorship, and I love it.
Oh, My Fair Lady actually is a good one on TV.
Grease
was a good one.
Come on.
Sorry. Good job, Mama.
Actually, one of my trivia questions I worked was My Fair Lady, and they were like, what? I'm like, actually, it's called Pygmalion. Isn't it called Pygmalion?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, extra credit, bonus point. Like, I was like...
They're just uncultured. People aren't cultured like us. They weren't forced to watch 1970s musicals with us, okay?
Jesus Christ Superstar?
I didn't ever watch it seriously.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Great.
I only think of Ben Stiller, what's that called? Along Came Polly.
Yes. So good.
Philip Seymour Hoffman steals the show.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
He did like
Sandy Lyle. Crocodile tears.
When he's dunking on people.
Yeah. Raindrop.
So good. Alright, so next week,
Tim Burton,
guys. We're gonna talk Tim Burton next week. All the Tim Burtons.
All of them.
All of them?
Where do we find them?
We're gonna have to divide and conquer.
You want to pick some right now? Everybody's seen Batman. Everybody's seen Batman Returns.
What are the ones we've seen? Go through.
Yeah, we just did it.
We're gonna assign it to each other.
Okay. Tim Burton.
Full report.
Okay, see all. Upcoming projects. Wednesday, just so y'all know. So, let's go to the beginning.
Is it in...
Right here, okay. So, Beetlejuice is, his first full-length feature? Oh my god, did you ever watch Frankenweenie, the short that he made?
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
Oh, I loved it as a kid. I cried so bad. So, Beetlejuice, everybody's seen it. Batman, everyone's seen it. Edward Scissorhands, you think that's one people haven't seen?
Have you seen Edward Scissorhands? If not, then what the heck?
Yeah.
Price? God.
Batman Returns, everyone's seen. Ed Wood, I've never seen that one. Mommy likes it. We have Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Planet of the Apes. Did you see that one? Watch that one.
Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, it's terrible, but you gotta watch it, Sean. Do you know about Planet of the Apes? I also love that one also, just so you know.
With Charlton Heston?
Yeah.
Omega Man.
Yeah. Oh my god, 1970s dystopian futures. Soylent Green. So good.
So good. Tim Burton, Planet of the Apes, though, was that bad?
Yeah, but it's entertaining.
This doesn't excite me. Like, I want to be excited to watch.
Like, I mean, Big Fish isn't... I know, that's what I'm saying.
So depressing.
We have Big Fish, Corpse Bride, Sweeney Todd, Alice in Wonderland, Dark Shadows.
All right, you watch Sweeney Todd and you tell me
Big
what
Eyes.
you think. We got to watch the same ones.
And Dumbo.
Like. I think I tried to sit through Dumbo, and it was like hard too.
Yeah, it's CGI-tastic.
The whole thing's done in a dome at the Las Vegas Sphere place.
God, Frankenweenie, so cute.
I don't know.
I know. See, we're not excited about Tim.
I want to be excited about Tim.
Spielberg movies?
No, we're gonna do Tim.
All right.
Gonna do Tim Burton. I've decided. We can't go back and forth with this. It's already 10:30. Gotta make a decision.
God. Shit or get off the pot.
I'm gonna do Tim Burton. It's only right. There's Beetlejuice. Halloween's coming up. Next month we're doing Monsters every week.
Dude, look at every single one of these bangers, bro. 88 to 892. 1, 2, 3, 4 movies.
The best ideas he's ever did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Batman. Come
Edward
on.
Scissorhands is so strange.
I know. It's
What
the oddest, bro.
Strange movie.
Yeah.
It's like he went weird. It's so Elmer Whimsy.
Yeah.
Did he love comic books growing up?
He had to.
Had to love Batman.
Look
to get
at
into
Batman,
that.
bro. The amount of detail in these things are so good.
Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale, so
She's
pretty.
so pretty.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Selena Kyle.
I want glasses like that big, like Vicky Vale's, and a black tight dress just because she looked like Simply Irresistible girl at that moment.
Her long side
She's
ponytail.
so fine. There's no other way to go.
Look at Edward is rated R.
Yeah, 7.8. It got better than Batman Returns.
Which is stupid because that should have a 10.
Yeah,
Look
why
at
don't we
Batman
like
has
Batman
7.5.
Returns?
And Ed Wood is better than Batman?
People say Ed. Have you seen Ed Wood? I haven't seen Ed Wood.
They
wanted Jenna to be a female Edward Scissorhands. She turned it down. Yeah, what are we doing, Jenna? Like, don't be the number berry they want you to be.
I am sick of that girl, Shauna.
Oh my god.
I don't like Jenna Ortega. I don't care how much of an it girl and you're trying to shove her down my fucking throat. I don't care for her. I've grown up with girls that have looked like her a billion times, and I just don't think she's talented, bro. I don't. I've seen her in how many things, and it's the same kind of actress.
Because she's typecasted.
Yeah, I know, and I'm
As
sick
like
of
a
it.
Wednesday Addams type.
I know. She's a final girl. Except, I think she's a final girl in 2 movies. And we're both Scream.
Well, that's how you used to look. Are you just jealous?
No.
Remember, you're like, I'm so... Is there some sort of part of you that, like, needs to work this out?
Maybe. I just don't like her also. Something about her face. It's like it's too pointy. It's sort of like the Grinch.
This is a personal vendetta.
Yeah, I don't like Julia Stiles because I don't like her face either, bro. Who else don't I like?
Is there anyone you do like?
I usually try to think of it. See, like, Florence Pugh. She was an it girl for a second. Don't worry, darling.
All right. So to wrap up this movie Mondays.
Hi.
Kelly doesn't like Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
We're going to do Tim Burton next week. I'm going to watch Ed Wood's and Planet of the Apes, see what's up.
What am I watching? Big Eyes and Dumbo?
Yeah. And then we'll watch the ones we love. Batman Returns.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah, we'll watch those ones again.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah, all those good ones. And to summarize what we did tonight, guys, we were doing heist movies, and we talked about Inside Man, Point Break, yours.
The Score.
Yeah.
Stealing Harvard. After the Sunset.
Rogue One, Ocean's 11, both heist movies as well. Beautiful heist movies. Yeah, I couldn't get enough of those this week. It's actually what makes a good heist movie, like I said again, is the execution of the heist, it being planned out, and things kind of in plain sight that make relevance towards the movies. I think that what makes like an awesome heist movie. And even though Ocean's 11 I think is the GOAT, when I think about it, like you said earlier, I think that it could have been more gritty, but I like how
clean it was.
Clean and Hollywoody.
Wholesome. They get away with it.
Yeah. I know that there's many sequels and prequels to this, which I don't give time of day.
Nope.
Because I feel like this movie's perfect.
The second one is not great. The third one is the worst thing in the world.
I heard it was good. See?
The third, Oceans.
Everybody tells me different.
Oh
We
my
have difference of
God.
opinions.
Julia
We just-
Roberts, Tess, she goes in to play a celebrity. They pretend she's a celebrity. You know what celebrity she pretends to be?
Julia Roberts?
Yeah. Oh my God, Julia. Hi, Julia. Hey, Julia, look over here, Julia. And she's just like, and she's pressed to pretend that she's Julia Roberts.
God.
It's real bad, dude.
Well, we went through the good Ocean's 11.
I didn't watch the 8 one.
Thomas
The girls. Ooh, Thomas Crown
It was
Affair.
pretty good. It was dope. Pierce Brosnan.
You'd
in all
watch
his
it
glory.
again?
Yes, I would watch it again.
Ooh.
The scenes I would watch again. I actually said this to myself. I said, would I watch this movie again afterwards? Or would I just watch a couple scenes? Yes, there's only 2 scenes I would watch, and you should only watch these 2 scenes, and that's the
End.
the beginning where he rips off the painting, and the end where we find out what happened to that said painting. So both the heist executing are the only 2 real great parts of that movie. Otherwise, the love story's weird, and it just gets all convoluted, and it really doesn't. I don't understand what they were going with that.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, heists. They're pretty fun. They're pretty fun movies, and they make a lot of money too. I think Ocean's 11 pulled in almost $600 million.
Whoa.
Yeah, and of
Star
course the
studded
Fast 5
cast.
franchise is $1 billion baby, so
Yep.
you can't get away from it. And just all the other ones I listed on IMDb, they all gross like 100 plus.
Wow.
It's just like fun for all ages type fun action movie, something to get away. People
I love
them.
a well thought out plan.
Yeah.
I love like I said, I love when like I don't understand how the end is gonna happen and how these people, because
What
you
are
know
they gonna do? How are they gonna get out
yeah,
of this?
because you know
Yeah.
the ending, they have to get away with this. So like I love that in Ocean's 11. I'm like, but Danny's in this room with this guy. What do you mean? I love it.
They think ahead of you.
Yes, I
And
love
it makes
it.
sense. It makes sense. Like Point Break makes no sense.
I know.
I don't understand why he's with these people.
I know.
I don't know why or how it happened. Ocean's 11? It makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, next week we're going to come back with Tim Burton. Per usual, I like talking to you.
Yeah. I always love talking with you, Shauna.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And my dog's laying here sleeping.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
She always sleeps with her mom. It's really cute.
Really?
Super cute, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Her dogs are a little dog family.
She tries to, like, still take milk from her, too, and Bobby has to tell her to stop. It's, like, funny.
Huh.
She, like, growls at her to give her milk. I'm like, seriously? It's been 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, per usual, for our live stream. We hope you guys had fun tonight. Yeah, we just love talking with you guys about movies, heist movies. Next week, Tim Burton.
I think I like this week a little bit more because like these are movies I definitely didn't see before.
Yeah.
Like The Score, so glad I watched it. I'll watch it again. After the sunset, I think I would watch that again. And then so like next week we have movies that we've seen a billion times, but like there's like maybe 3 on this list we haven't seen. 4.
It's gonna be different.
It is because we have a feel of Tim already, and then we're gonna learn Dumbo.
We're gonna see where he gets his inspiration
Sweeney
from.
Todd.
I'm very interested to do a deep dive on Tim Burton. I'm gonna do some facts about him, where he went to art school, that kind of stuff. See where this guy came from. Is he a nepo baby?
Probably.
What is Tim doing?
Probably. They
Where's he
all
from?
are.
He's just some strange cat that everybody just, I guess, couldn't put their finger on. But he made some cool movies, and we wouldn't have Batmans without him. Or
Yeah, Michael Keaton. His career.
would the world be better without Tim Burton? No.
No.
No, it would not.
No. Look at all these fabulous movies. All right,
He's like
Tim.
a goth person's like dream.
Yeah, like new wave girl loves.
I just feel like there wouldn't be any kind of Gothica type genre that would be.
What's the
fitting for Hollywood.
closest? I guess what, like Alien? The way that thing looks. H.R. Geiger's Alien.
Rob Zombie's aesthetic.
Yeah, Rob Zombie.
What's the dude who did Creep Show?
Oh, that's a bunch of them. That's like George Romero and John Landis.
Yeah,
and...
them. You could see all that there. And that's the puppetry and the realness they had to go in and do. There's only so many of those guys. So this will be fun deep dive.
Mm.
All right, honey. I think that's all for tonight. You guys take care, and thanks for stopping by again. He's married to Helena. Yeah, Mom, I know. We were talking about was that the time that his movie started going down. I don't know. I don't know. All right, well, we love you guys again, and thanks for stopping by. And we will be on here next Monday, hopefully a little earlier. Sorry about the 7:45. Again, we're watching Rogue One. Watch, just Google the end of Rogue One, and you'll know why.
Yeah, it's sick. All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by, and we love y'all.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my God. Bye, Butters.
Bye. Butters, you pushed the thing today. Okay.
Will it work?
No, it won't.